What's up, friends and real ones? Welcome back to the channel. I am RealGrogg, and around here I explore a variety of games, including the open worlds of post-apocalyptic and survival gaming. Tonight's adventure is part 3 of Kingdom Come Deliverance, one of my all-time favorite games. I absolutely adore this one. If you haven't been with us for the previous streams, we start off as Henry of Skalitz, the son of a blacksmith of great renown, and through a couple of a couple of moments of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, his village is ransacked by King Sigismund, who's invading from Hungary and trying to take over the entire region. In that event, Henry lost his parents. He ran because he had to. He fled to Talmberg, a neighboring city, to warn them of the impending danger. He then spent a little bit of time there, basically rested overnight, met the lady Stephanie, and then fled back to Skalitz to try to bury his parents. In that attempt, he was confronted by Runt and his gang of ruffians who stole the sword, his father's final product, that was meant for Sir Radzig Kobyla. And in that battle, in that little scuffle, Henry was beaten down pretty badly. His sword was stolen, and then he was transported all the way back home to Rattay by Teresa, the mill wench, who he grew up with, and she saved him, brought Henry in his broken form all the way to the south of the region, and let him rest for a fortnight in the mill owned by her uncle. Lots of names, lots of locations that were just mentioned. Those streams are all available if you want to go back and watch those after this one is over. I highly recommend it. They are also linked in the bio of this video, but it's been a lot of fun so far. This game was made by the incredible Warhorse Studios, focusing a lot, more than any other game I've really played, on realism and really giving you that real experience of what it was like in 16th century Bohemia. It is a difficult combat and lots of dialogue options that matter, how dirty you are. All these little details matter in the game. It's really incredible what they've done, and I'm very much looking forward to continuing the adventure tonight with all of you along. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you for stopping on in, hitting that like button right off the bat, so hopefully we can get this out to even more eyes and more people, more real ones joining the gang. But while we're on that note, all these phenomenal friends dropping in the chat right off the bat: Miss Marin, Damon Preble, Chili Santa, Alex Franz, and of course Henry Johnson dropping in as well. Welcome into all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I sincerely do appreciate you stopping on in. Hey Chili, looks like you're a little sleepy today, buddy. Well, welcome in. Great to see you, my friend. Always a pleasure. Henry, we just got done rocking out some Helldivers. A pretty easy transition from Helldivers to this, right? It's pretty much the same game, just a little more medieval in style, a bit more chill. Nick Lobash also dropping on in. Yep, no more mind-numbing boringness, another wholesome grog adventure. That's what we're going to hope for, my friend. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I sincerely do appreciate it. Like I said, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. And Alex, yeah, I don't believe I've seen Alex Transby. Actually, maybe I'm wrong about that. Well, either way, Alex, if you haven't yet, please feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you joining in here. But thank you so much for joining in this phenomenal stream. Every Monday at 7 p.m., we go live with a new adventure. This, the last few weeks have been, the last few streams have been Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's a massive game, and so I do think I'm going to spend a little bit of time in it. People seem to be enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. It is in my top 5 of games I've ever played. I love it, and there is a steep learning curve and a bit of a punishing, a punishing save system, to say the least. So there's certainly difficulties along the journey that will keep you from attempting the game. But I think it was my 5th attempt at this game before I really got hooked. But I've seen some comments on the video afterwards that people seem to really be enjoying it. So I'm hoping that you will take part yourself. But jumping back over to the chat here, Alex Franz just got coconut Thai, drunken noodles, fried rice, about to sit down and enjoy the stream. Well, that sounds incredible. Yes, Megatron, welcome in. Alex Bobek's phenomenal, loving the names in the chat already. This is incredible. Henry saying hello, hello, hello. Damon Preble dropping right on in. Great to see you. Made it home just in tome. I don't care if you corrected the spelling or not. Just home in tome is the new saying, that's for sure. But welcome on in here. It's great to see you. I'm going to let you all get settled in. Enjoy your drinks, enjoy your snacks. We got a lot to get through tonight. We're going to be following a lot of the story, and that will include following Hans Capon, the up-and-coming ruler of the city of Rattay, and he is a bit of a prick, but he's very similar in age to Henry, and there might be a budding bromance brewing here, so I highly recommend sticking around. At the end of the last stream, we were on a mission with Nightingale, the leader of the guard of this city that we're currently residing in, and he showed us around, kind of told us what was happening in the town itself, and at the end of that, we had to shut down the bars, and Hans Capon was not having it. We got in a bit of a scuffle, and that was after I beat him in a one-on-one duel, after I beat him in an archery contest and took his bow. So I was kind of making a fool of him the entire night, and it finished with us, you know, getting him in a little bit of trouble as well, but then being forced to go on a hunting trip at dawn. So we're going to focus on that. And that's where we're going to get going. We're going to get to a bit of the story tonight. I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun here. Okay, cool. Okay, I wasn't totally sure, but thank you, Miss Marin, for letting me know. Yes, Alex has been here before. It was last Monday. Okay, thank you. Yes, absolutely, Alex. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry if I missed that. My crush in this game has already died. In this game, oh yes, of course. Well, early game, sad bonk for Miss Marin. But yeah, the dad in this game, the blacksmith dad, I mean, come on, he's a stud. Stud. Absolutely phenomenal. If I didn't say it, Maggie Dietrich, welcome in. Great to see you. Always a pleasure. But with all these phenomenal real ones here already hanging out, rocking it out, clicking that like button, and telling all their friends to come join the fun, let's dive on in and see what Henry's up to. What do you say?
I'd like that. Thank
you. So here we are. We are in the middle of Henry getting a little cleaned up. He needs his buff. He needs to get a bit more, we need to get a bit more stylish than this, but also we're going to go ahead and change the style. Something a bit more cool, a bit more fitting with the RealGrogg style. So as before, we went over the haggle system last week, which you can see me taking part in right now. I'm going to try to lowball these.
Pinch purse.
I have a little bit of a pinch purse, but lady, I've only got 1.3 thousand gold. That's not that much.
Spending the money.
In today's standards. Oops, accidentally kicked the chat down. But how y'all been? Blacksmith died. Sounding good so far. Thank you so much, Miss Marin. I appreciate you letting me know that right off the bat. We will see if Henry earns my adoration. Well, I think he certainly should. Henry is one of my favorite characters, and especially, I covered this a bit last week, of course, but what is so great about this Henry is you can really choose what you make him into. It's going to be the same story for the most part along the way, but how you develop your Henry is entirely up to you. Yes. Yeah, Miss Marin, of course, starting the chat off right with asking what's for dinner tonight for everyone. Alex may have already won with the drunken noodles, but you really can't go wrong with that. Absolutely. Miss Marin will bonk this game up to unwholesome it up. Yes, exactly, Damon. Yeah, we need to get a little more bit more, at least PG-13. So yeah, we're gonna get some horny bonks in there right off the bat. Now, at the end of the last stream, we rode up to Ushitz, which is a town far to the northeast, and we learned how to read. So within a couple of days, we went from illiterate blacksmith son to well-read, Latin-spitting blacksmith son. In that journey, I also stole this horse to get us there quicker. Now, if you steal a horse in this game, it will be very difficult to get around unless you strategically place them. So you'll see my horse is hanging out on the outside of town here, and by doing that, I can mount it, and we're good to go. No one should be getting in trouble, and you can always tell if you're in trouble or not because up on the compass marker to the left side of it, you will see a little coin purse with red in the background indicating that you are a thief of some kind. All right, so here we are. We're riding up the causeway to the city of Rattay, a lovely little town. It has two different castles, and currently, Radzig Kobyla, who was the recipient of our father's last sword, who he has not gotten it, is residing in this little area over here. It's nice and quaint, but it'll definitely do the trick for visiting royalty. And then, of course, the main market square of this beautiful town of Rattay. Bit of an upgrade from the humble Scollets village that we were raised in. Oh no. Maggie says, regrettably, I have a wee migraine, so probably toast at most for me. Well, at least throw a little butter on that toast. Maybe a little jam as well, you know what I mean? But I'm so sorry to hear that. Chili Santa. This was the worst part. This was the part before I came the forest gremlin. Before eating red chili burritos as well. Yeah, chili, that is definitely a great strategy. Go into the woods and hunt. And that is actually where tonight's going to lead us. Now, I think we should just go ahead and get right into it. I am going to let you know, though, that I'm trying to remember how to get into my... There we go. So, on the ride home from Ushit's off stream after we ended, I did stumble on, in the middle of the woods, I'll actually show you. It was crazy. So, I rode from Ushit's. This is the town that we learned how to read in. And I rode south, and I took this beautiful road all the way through these woods. And as is my fashion, I veered off of the road, and I think it was... Oh, actually, you know what? I kept going down. I crossed through this little inn, which we'll visit later. And right here, this interesting site, middle of the woods, middle of nowhere, I found a chest that had a bunch of really sweet gear in it that really is going to be a big benefit to Henry right off the bat. So you'll see that's what I currently have equipped. I've got this beautiful body plate jack dyed, worth almost 1,000. It bumps my armor up by 18. A phenomenal find. I also discovered an old family heirloom, this sword, which is worth 1.8. Incredible. And if we go into the stats here, you'll see that my agility is still far too low to wield it successfully. So it's going to take a bit of work, a bit of jumping around fences and stuff like that before it really becomes a benefit. But to have that early game, huge. That's going to be a really big boon there. Is this your horse legally? Not yet, Miss Marin. No, I do not have a legal horse yet, but hopefully by the end of tonight, we should have one. Absolutely. Well, Maggie, of course, with the migraine, take some meds if you can, but if not, hang out, relax, and keep the volume on low. I'll try to keep it nice and chill for you tonight. But so here we are. This is our current loadout. We're looking pretty good for starters. I'm very happy that our scarf matches our pants. And I also found these boots, which are noble boots, which can go into armor, and I can scroll down here and show you. Where are they? Yes, the noble dark boots. So these are great. They boost your charisma. They are not very armory, but they're a pretty good balance of comfort, style, and armor. So a really great find. This chest was literally in the middle of the woods. Maybe I'll show you later if we head that way. But okay, so the time is currently a little before noon. So let's see if we can actually kick this mission off, because I think you have to be here a little earlier in the day. Yeah, so let's see. Oh no, I just remembered something. I left my horse in a bad spot.
Here I am.
And? You want to go hunting now?
Okay.
God's holy breeches. Come to the stables in the morning like a normal person.
That's totally fair. Okay. So we are far too late in the day. We need to get here around like 6 a.m. or something like that, and we'll meet him up in the town square. So I'd say what we're going to do instead, to buy us a little time, but also to help us progress, is we're going to go train a little bit more with, I'm forgetting his name right now, but the kind of the captain of the guard who's taken us under his wing and train us in the basics of combat. And I highly recommend this. Oop, no. Okay, so he's trying to search me because he thinks I have stolen stuff. Let's actually see what I have, because if I have anything not stolen, I'm just gonna have him search me and be like, psh, idiot. Yeah, so he thinks I've got stolen stuff, but I don't think I do, unless I'm wearing something stolen. I think everything is looking pretty good. Maybe. So let's roll the dice. We're gonna get up here. Captain Bernard, that's the name I was looking for. Hey. Yeah, that's right. I'm really hoping I can get to here before he kicks off combat. Come on. I'm talking here. Oh, probably, yeah, the horse. The horse is stolen. Okay, so now this is really great because you got a couple options. We've done the training. We've done the initial tutorial training with Captain Bernard. Taught us how to block, a whole bunch of great stuff. You could ask him some questions, or, of course, we could go any work going on here. And this is really helpful, actually.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
It all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares?
I don't
In any
care.
case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Awesome.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed.
Nice.
So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Totally normal request. All right, cool. So, sounds like a bit of fun.
Very well. That sounds amusing.
Well, as for amusement, I'd entertain myself by being very careful, lad.
Excellent advice.
Get going.
Okay, so now what's really great is whenever we're out on the road, and especially when we're doing bandit encampments, every sort of foot soldier, every base level bandit that we kill, we can slice off an ear, return it to Captain Bernard, and he'll give us a little reward for that. But also, if we attack with the leader of these camps, which I think there's five or six or something like that, we'll take their spurs, return that, and that'll unlock the next bandit camp mission. Super helpful early game. I think what we should actually do is we're going to do a little bit of training. Hopefully that'll also get the guard off us. Now, when you're in here, we're going to do a couple things, actually, so we could learn combos. Super helpful. Master strikes, very, very helpful as well. Those are going to be really beneficial when you're fighting and deflecting. Great, great benefit there. And whenever you're practicing, you can do these top two items, top two options. These will allow you to go one-on-one and kind of spar with Captain Bernard. And if you do it with a real weapon, one, he respects you more, and two, you get a bit better benefit out of it. All right, so I think first things first, let's learn some combos, and hopefully this guard will screw off too. Like, quit. He's still standing there.
If you want to really hurt your opponent, it's no use just flailing at him and hoping you get lucky.
Right.
You need technique.
Yep. See, look at this guy.
Using skilled moves is no easy matter.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No miraculous strikes you can learn that will ensure you win every
Dude,
duel.
go away.
You've got to work those techniques into your combat. Force your opponent into a position.
That's not good.
on him in, and then attack unexpectedly.
Bring it
All right, so he just showed a great example of a combo strike, which we're going to learn.
Slash from the side, back swing, low down. So
This is hilarious, though, that I'm literally getting a bounty.
I turn the sword.
Because this guy over here is
the
just
other side.
being a jerk.
Once more. Defend.
Boom.
Now, you try it. Strike from above, then from the right, then slash. The strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off.
I love having a normal
Slash
conversation and
from
just
above.
spinning,
Slash from the
spinning,
right.
spinning.
Slash from below. Go.
Come here, Lily.
All right, so it shows you up in the top right, up, right, and underneath. Ooh, oh, okay. I remembered one thing. I have to change. I have to. No. I have to change so I'm not borderless. Otherwise, I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep moving my mouse off the screen. All right, here.
3 times.
Here.
Try to catch
Here.
2 of them. As soon as one blow lands, range the target zone and strike it. Good.
There we go.
Again.
Nice. So you can see it kind of opens up your opponent with not an unstoppable animation, but this is really helpful
That's it. All right.
to manage an opponent as you're fighting them. Really, really helpful.
With every weapon. Train and practice.
All right, so now we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to chat with. Hey. So I'm just gonna surrender, and I'm gonna try to talk to this guy. See if he'll just listen.
Now you'll pay for all your crimes.
What?
Yeah, right. I didn't do anything.
Play games with me. I know full well about the assaults you committed. Your victims remember you very well.
We were training.
This definitely won't come.
All right, so he's asking for 225 gold, dude. So I'm gonna roll the dice here. Now we talked about this last time. If you have guards that are in a group, they're much harder to intimidate or convince. I'm not going to do the crossed swords option of don't fool with me. Don't fool with me. But I will do the watch it. I serve the Lord of Rattay, because I am technically in his service. And I've got a 10, a potential 10 for my own charisma skill. Damn it!
This is surely no way to treat one of Sir Radzig's men. I dread to think what he'll do when he finds out.
All right, well,
What
that sucks.
of it? The law applies to everyone.
Yeah. All right, so we could flee. Damn. Well, I'm just going to pay him. God
Here's
damn
your
it.
coin, then.
You've purged yourself before the law.
Yeah,
But I'll
get
be-
out of here. So here's actually something interesting. We can pickpocket. So if you ever get a guard and he takes all your stuff, if you're really good at pickpocketing, or if you follow him to where he sleeps, you can steal all your stuff back, including the money and his stuff. So I'm going to remember you, pointy hat prick. All right. Now, real quick, before we head off, because what we're going to do before we enter Hans Capon's part of the missions here, so we're going to learn some Master Strike.
I mastered the basics of combat. Could you teach me something a bit more advanced?
I see.
This guy is a great horseman,
What
Marin.
weapon
Absolutely.
Are you such a master at?
Oh, I'm a total master swordsmith.
I'm pretty good with a sword.
Yeah, I've had like 2
Cocky,
lessons.
Ain't you? All right then, let's see what you can do. You're as good as you think you are. I'll teach you some master strikes.
I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, I love Captain Bernard though. He's he's a really solid character, very believable, and just hard as a coffin nail. But he's got respect everywhere he goes. Everyone knows him. Everyone respects him. Great guy. Come on. Come on. Alex Franz kind of looks like me in real life. Okay, come on. Let's do the thing. Well, as we're waiting on the game to load in, let me know how you've been. Hopefully your week has been going very well. Up here in the frozen north, we got dumped on. We got like 10 inches of snow or something like that. It was a bit of a hectic drive home last night, I'll tell you that much. It was really crazy. But hopefully everyone's staying safe and warm out there and you're doing well. As we're approaching spring, you're getting excited for some summer and spring plans. Hopefully that's all treating you well. But yeah, let me know how you've been. What you've been up to. If you're playing anything fun or anything not fun. You've been playing anything you're really disappointed in. Let me know. Okay, so this is kind of causing a problem. So let's just go ahead and go up to Big David, and we'll see if that'll get fixed. Just we're back from the Peach Weekend. Hey, what's up, Joel Benton? Welcome in, buddy. Great to see you. You caught us right in time to restart the game. It is seeming to have a little bit of a hiccup, but we'll get that squared away, no problem. But welcome in, buddy. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. It's gonna be a week. It's gonna be a week work-wise. I'm playing Warframe now, and I'm gonna play 7 Days Later a bit later. Chili, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes into the video before you break your legs, your character's legs. All right, we're gonna go ahead and crack that game back open real quick. Get that going here. Boom. Plain and Shrouded, gifted from the man himself. Why, that happens to be me. Well, I'm so glad you're still enjoying it, Damon. That is, it is such a good game, and I was thinking about that just today. Actually, I was thinking of Valheim and Shrouded and all that, and I follow a channel on the YouTubes. What is going on here? This is all kind of messing with me today. But I follow a channel on YouTube, and she does a great job. I think it's called Ember, if I remember right, and she does a really, really great job. Wow, this thing is okay. I'm having some issues with this game right now. Yowza! What the hell is going on here? We're all under control. All under control. But I was watching a video earlier, and it was just, it's impossible not to get a touch nostalgic about the good times we had over there. There we go. Okay, now that loaded in. Let's hit continue there. All right, let's give this one more try. I mean, we're gonna
Stop for
give
a bit. I'll just give you a quick search.
All right, so actually, this is kind of nice. So I will
Be quick about it.
just talk to this guy this time.
For security reasons.
Let's try it again.
I expect your
Ah.
superiors.
Don't get all high and mighty.
All right, search me.
As you wish.
All's well.
Yeah.
And how you go.
Get out of here. All right, so that actually was kind of a blessing right there, because we actually instead of having a bounty and having to pay 225, we lucked out and we're good to go. Oh, just a big stretch. So that actually kind of worked out. All right, so quick training. Combos, we're going to learn that one more time, so it really really drives it home.
You want to really hurt your opponent. It's no use just flailing at him and
Yes, of
hoping you
course.
get
Stardew
nothing.
Valley just released a major update, so I've been preoccupied, says Miss Marin. Well, we're very lucky right now to be having so many games that are so fun to play and that are filling up our time so well.
Work those techniques into your combat. Force your opponent into a position you want him in, and then attack unexpectedly. See? I strike from overhead, then slash from the side, back swing, low down. So you expect me to strike from below, but then I turn the sword and strike you with the other side. Once more.
Defend. I love that he says defend, but my controls literally, like, it doesn't let you
Right
defend
from above,
anything.
then from the right, then slash.
All right, here we go.
Strikes have to follow quickly, one after the other. As soon as one lands, you start the next. You have to keep exactly to the sequence, otherwise it won't come off. Slash from above, slash from the right, slash from below.
Yes, chef.
Go.
All right, here we go. Boom. Boom. Nice.
Again,
Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
All right. You can learn
Perfection.
lots of similar
Nailed it.
techniques with every weapon. Train and practice.
Will do. Awesome.
Right. You can learn lots of similar techniques with every weapon. Train and practice.
All right, so rock and roll. So Captain Bernard, we're gonna let him get back here, and then we're just gonna bang out some. He's gonna teach us how to do master strikes, and then we're gonna go take on our first bandit camp. I think that's gonna be a really nice test, and I'm gonna show you how I kind of, admittedly, cheese some of the combat early game, because
I think
and
I've
you know what?
mastered the
and I don't even care. I will
basics.
happily do it.
Could you teach me something a bit more about?
Unapologetically, because it
see.
is.
And what
It's tough to take on a group of enemies. Okay, so this right here is huge, though. Teach me riposts with a sword. This is game changer right here. And this is one of those things that I think the game doesn't tell you explicitly, like, hey, do this before you start to fight. You really got to learn a couple of skills before you get out there. And the riposte with a sword,
Pretty good with a sword.
number one, because you can
You're a bit
return
cocky, ain't
damage.
you? All right,
on an
then,
attack.
let's see what you can do. If you're as good as you think you are, I'll teach you some master strike.
I'm ready.
I'm even better than I think I am.
Stand there.
All right.
Take your weapon and fight. If you look like you know what you're doing, I'll teach you a trick or two.
Yeah, I like that. So you have to teach. You have to show him that you've learned from him before he'll just jump right in and teach you a master strike. So you can see last time we learned the riposte itself, how to kind of attack. Oh, look at that. We got 2 unanswered hits on Captain Bernard. Boom, boom. How about a combo? Yeah, you just taught us that, boy. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! 2 in a row. Try to keep up, old man. Oh, okay, you're keeping up. A little stab. All right, now you can see when you get a little tired around the edge of the screen, you'll get a nice sort of gray. You'll get kind of a nice gray haziness that shows you're a bit fatigued. All right, we should be just about there. Nice.
Enough. That will do.
Wasn't
Wasn't
bad.
all bad.
I'll tell you.
All right. It seems you're ready for the next lesson. Now, pay close attention. I'll teach you the most important thing.
Yeah, it's so important.
Good to be able to
Seriously.
attack. It's good to be able to fend off your opponent's blows.
The best is when you're able to do both at once. A master stroke is when you
It's like,
parry
just stand
your
still and
opponent's
tell
blow
me.
and strike him at the same time. Attack me, and I'll show you how it's done.
So you can see it was a different than just a riposte. You'll see when I attack, he redirects and then he attacks back, and we're about to learn
Parry
that.
and
Huge.
strike in one move. There's no defense against this technique if it's executed well. The thing is to time it right. Block right into your opponent's strike and match your movement to his. One elegant technique and the fight is won. Try it. I'll attack slowly. You parry.
So it's the exact same thing. When we see the green shield in the center of the reticule, you just hit it, boom, and it returns fire. It's not every time, it's not completely infallible, but nice. And then we just got one more time. Rule of threes.
Good.
Boom. Nice. And what's great about training also, as training would do, it levels up all your stuff a little bit quicker. All right, so we are decently prepared, moderately prepared. So we're barely prepared, but we're gonna go get our first bandit cap, which he just gave us that mission, and we're gonna actually head. Let's see, maybe I'll do it. I'll do it in a different quest log. You can always have, I think it's 3 missions active at a time, and they'll show up on your map, of course. The main quests pretty much always show up, but courtship, scavenger, ruin, thickest leaves. Thickest leaves is going to be that taking the ring to the miller out on the far east side of town. Ruin is the one that we're looking at, so we want to see because that's going to be the bandit camps. So you can see now that blue circle, and whenever you have that yellow circle, it's basically saying anywhere in this area is where you need to search. Another great point of sort of realism, where it's like, hey, we heard there's bandits over here. You're not guaranteed to find them though, right? Where it's not going to lead you right to where it is, which is much more accurate. I like that. Okay, so before we head that way, we're gonna go do one thing that, again, I highly recommend. We've got our room down in Rete. We've got a little bed that we're able to sleep in. But what I highly recommend, at almost, I think every inn, if not almost every inn, you have the option to rest, right? And you could do one night, or what I recommend is go talk to the innkeeper.
God be with you.
And also with you. And you say, a place to sleep.
Have you got a bed for the night?
I suppose I could. For how long?
Now, right here's the kicker. Now, you could pay for one night and then it's over, right? But if you do for a few nights...
How about if I pay you for several nights?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Want to haggle with him?
That's quite a lot. Can we discuss?
I mean,
the
honestly, I'm
price?
going to haggle with everyone, so I'm just going to cover that right away. So for 250 is the asking price.
Agree?
It'll take more than that to.
All right, so he's lowering it by 20 at least. So I'm going to lowball a little bit.
All right. And now?
Probably going to end up paying 215.
Just a little more, and we have.
Ooh, see, this is risky. If I offer 215, he might say, "Go F yourself and get out of here." So I'm going to go with 220.
You'll like it here.
Nice. So now, what's really cool is I have this room indefinitely through the rest of my playthrough. And if you do that at every inn, every town you'll have a safe place to put your stuff. And the chest that is in your room, which actually I'm going to go put some stuff in there right now because we will easily become over encumbered if we don't do this. So now check this out. Boom. That's my room. I live here now. How cool is that? I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little torch though so we can see it proper. Look at this. This is all mine. Sort of. I love that. So no matter what, we can come here, we can rest and save. Huge. I'm also going to put some stuff in here. And all of these chests, from the Rete Mill to every single place that you buy and stay in, it's all connected. So every single place you go, you can access anything in your chests from a previous place. Capon's bow, I don't think we can use that quite yet. I think we're still at 3 and 3, so I'm going to put that away. I'm going to put away the old heirloom sword. As awesome as it is, it's not going to benefit us quite yet. And then anything else out of here, I'm just going to go ahead and come on, put in there as well, because I really want to empty out all this stuff so I can try to hopefully loot many other things. Tailor's kit, I'll come back for that. Spade, you never know, you might need it. Ruler Nicholas, treasure map, trunk keys, Valerian, cool. All right, so that's all looking pretty good, and we're pretty good here as well. All right. I am going to sleep and save real quick because, again, if you weren't here with us for the previous streams, Let's go ahead and you have to drink what's called Savior Schnapps, which is a concoction, a liquid vial of drink that will save your progress. Or you can sleep in your own bed, in an owned bed, and that will save your progress as well. So highly recommend doing that for free whenever you can, because while Savior Schnapps aren't super rare, you know, it's still, when you need one and you really want to save at an important moment and you don't, it can set you back really, really far. So free is always good. Okay, so we're not going far. We're just going down here. So I'm not actually going to steal a horse. I'm going to be a good Henry. And we're just going to use our old feet. All right, you always have to make sure you're equipped. Long distance arrows equipped. Beautiful. Hey, Gullibor Jenkins. What's up, buddy? Welcome in. It was so fun to play some Helldivers right before the stream. And nobody killed each other, not once. Ooh, wow, look at this. You've heard me talk about my love of environmental storytelling, and this game is great at it. Now, it looks like there was a bit of an accident, and you can kind of read the environment. All these trees are broken, and I think there's something down here. Yeah, you can definitely see a cracked wagon. This game really does emphasize or focus on and benefit from exploration. Always go look, even if it's just to see what may have occurred, or to learn a little bit about the environment or something. There's always something to get out of these sort of locations. Typically it's moonshine, but all right. So it looks like this boulder. Yeah, whole lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, but that's okay. All right, now we've saved at the top in our room. You can see on the compass now, I've got a blue map marker, that little A shield. That is indicating the bandit camp that we're heading to. It is about noon, right? Okay, so it's actually about 1:30. That's totally fine. So we're gonna have plenty of light. Now, I told you I was gonna cheese the combat a little bit. The best way to do that early game is to try to utilize your bow as best you can. And it's tricky, but it's all kind of a timing thing. And luckily I found the armor that I found, because it can take a little bit more damage from melee combat. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate combat. I'm going to try to shoot guys in the head as they run at me, even if it's really close. I'm going to try to do that, and if it doesn't work, Chili Santa, something tells me that's not what happened. I didn't do a lot of detective work there, so you could definitely be right. Yes, sir, that is exactly how I say Gullibor Jenkins. If you're not saying it in reference to Leroy Jenkins, then I don't know what to do for you. I don't know if I can. Miss Marin hides in friendly fire. Yes, it was very fun. We had a great time. Lots of friendly fire, but that's why it's called friendly fire. You know, it's all good. We had a good time with it. All right, now, a short jaunt in this game is often actually much further than you think. But one thing you have to remember to do is just observe the beauty. I said it last time. I'm going to say it every time we stream this beautiful game. It's just lovely. It really is. And, back in the day, Nick Lobesh, Leroy. Yeah, exactly. Back in the day, I had some really good friends. We all played Red Dead Redemption 2 together, and oftentimes we would meet up after work and we would play it. And the best was sometimes we would literally just take walks through that world and just enjoy the environment, because it was so gorgeous. Okay, so you know what? Let's see. Let's actually see. So we have 5 Savior Schnapps. I don't really want to make that walk again, just in case. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to say screw it. And you know what? I'm going to save the game right here. Boom. So save my game. When I do that, I have a little drinky drink. And now, friends and real ones, we get real. Got my bow out. Crouch. I'll try to get sneaky with it. All right. In this area, there's going to be about 10 bandits. And I'm going to kill them. All right, now there's one over there, walking right towards me. So you know what?
Who's there?
I'm here. Henry of Scallots. Oh, jackpot. Boom, another shot at a baby Henry. Oop, that was a little over the shoulder.
Over here.
All right, so homeboy's running away. Oh, yeah, in your skivvies.
What's come crawling out?
Oop. All right, so that's what I was talking about. So I'm going to kind of like... Ah. So I'm going to kind of do it like this. Okay, so I'm actually... Nope. Okay, so I'm actually going to die.
I'm going to...
All right, enough of this. There we go. There we go. And...
Herrgott!
Herrgott. I feel like that's not a
Come
good
and
word,
get
buddy.
it.
Come and get it. All right. All right, so that was the camp leader, hilariously. All right, so I'm bleeding, so I do have to take care of that, but you can't do any potions or anything like that in combat, which is tricky. This is not like Skyrim where you can eat 13 wheels of cheese to heal up. Now, I kind of shot myself in the foot there, though, but I'm hoping that once I take this guy out, which is going to happen right here, baby, get some. All right, so boom. I'm going to wait for those swords to turn at least silver. Get into my inventory. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Maybe I can do it. Maybe it'll let me do it. Marigold concoction. Can I eat? Hell yeah. Okay, so that actually worked. So I've got a little health potion working. I'm also going to slap on a bandage. And I really like this. So depending on how many bandages you have to wrap up a bit more. It's not just one is a cure-all. It might only wrap up a little bit. All right, so I have stifled my bleeding. And actually, what am I doing? Get your damn shield out, buddy. Boom. All right, now that should be a bit better. But you can see how quickly you can get smoked.
Look what's come crawling out of some rock!
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Thank you, Captain Bernard. All right, now I do want to work on my... Oh, no. Oh, here's what we're going to do. All right, so that guy just decided to lay down to sleep. So I'm going to try... Oh, I don't have a... Okay, so this might get a little ugly. We're going to see what we can do here. That guy just laid down. Oh, shoot, his buddy's coming back. All right, screw it. Probably not going to work. I was going to try to sneak up. You can actually assassinate or knock out guys that are snoozing.
Who's there?
Oh, come on. Terrible shot.
Hey, who's there?
There we go. That'll do it. All right, so he's actually still snoozing. So I'm going to try to sneak up and knock him out and then stab him like a hero. Boom. All right, so this is great. So I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna knock him out, and then I'm just gonna heroically stab him in his sleep like a hero. All right. Let's see. Okay, so this is great. So you can see right here, bandit's ear. Boom. Now it's in my possession. I have your ear, sir. Nice. We got a dagger. So we'll... Oh, and see, look at this. 56 groschen. Beautiful. But we are not quite out of the woods yet. There are still enemies around, so we're gonna take care of them as well. I do want to drink another potion, but you got to make sure of this. Remember, dear friends, that everything has a nourishment level and things like that. So if I were to drink this, I would actually become stuffed or overstuffed. I would be very uncomfortable, and I would actually lose some rigidity. Gullibor, you did that man dirty. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But he deserved it. All right, so I do also try to keep a tracker of where you left the bodies of your enemies, because you want to make sure you loot. All right, hopefully our eyes will adjust. There we go. Now, I don't think anyone's in here, but... Nice. But there is a chest. Got some good stuff here. So this is all just sellable loot. Love that. Boom. Love that for us. Let's giddy up out of here. Now, I think there's still some more guys, but overall, we crushed this camp. That was great. Really nice job there, Henry. but you can really see the benefits of doing a little bit of training before you go, because it doesn't always go that smooth. All right. It's always going to be tempting to take everything, of course. You want to grab a bunch of stuff and sell it all. And since this isn't being stolen, you know, you can make some good coin. But here's my advice to you. Much like any game where you're going to be bartering and things like that, everything is going to lose a lot of value by the time you get to the shopkeep. And what I mean by that is, you know, Henry's still a simple man. So he's not going to make $122 just by selling the hunter's gloves. But they are... Uh-oh. All right, my OBS just disconnected, but it sounds like we're back. So it looks like we're back there. So basically what I'm trying to say is look at the price on the far right side. And if it's anything in this range, I wouldn't even bother. There's not a lot of stuff to take. I'm going to pull my arrows out of his body. But otherwise, all this is pretty low. So you can, you know, usually make more money just by getting some higher tier stuff. We're also going to take this horse. Because as you can see, well, actually, I'm covering it up, but as I highlight the horse, I can mount it and it's not stealing. So that's going to be our new whip for a little while. Of course, if you wanted to, you could also sneak into this camp, poison it, and then come back a little later, and they're all dead. I'm going to take these hunting arrows because that's just a nice thing to have. So again, going down the list here, gloves, always a win. Lightweight, easy to carry, and you'll get a pretty good return on that. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave the rest of this loot on that guy as well, right? We've got a chest over here, very hard. I don't think, yep, can't unlock that yet, but we can lock that away for the future and remember that we can come back and get some gear from that later on. Like I've been saying, of course, always explore. You never know what you might find. Sometimes there's chests stuffed away in places that you wouldn't expect. Really can be a great surprise. Okay, so we got those two guys in there. I'm going to loot these other two, and then I'm going to come back and get that last horse. Because this guy smoked him. I'm going to take your ear, take your hide, take the Groshen. Always take the Groshen. Take the Marigold Potion. And then the rest is junk, right? Actually, I might take the padded black coif, because that is going to be really nice for underneath our armor. It's a bit better than the one we have right now. So it just adds a little bit of neck protection to Henry's handsome dome there. So throw that on. We got his ear. But then most importantly, whenever you're doing these bandit camps, find the bandit leader, take the spurs, take the ear, and then get out of there. Nice. This guy, I think we need his ear and his money. Again, leather gloves. Nice. I might actually keep those. Padded coif and padded chausses. I will take those because I need some. And the sturdy gambeson. It's pretty beat up, so I'm going to pass on that. Okay. Hopefully that all made sense. I know I was kind of covering a lot of stuff quickly, but, you know, let me know if there's any questions so far in the chat. But so we're wearing hunter's gloves right now. The leather gloves, they're pretty beat up, but I would love to repair them. So what we could do, what we can try to do at least, we found this small armorer's kit. If you hit apply, that will show you everything you can fix, just like the tailor's outfit or the tailor's kit and things like that. And what I recommend is just going down the list, of course, fixing the things that we wear all the time, like our neck protection, our vambraces as well. We're going to repair the jack die as well, our helmet, and we got enough for the helmet as well, or for our gloves as well. So it just is going to level up your maintenance skills and really benefit you in the long run. And look at this. We got level up in 3 different places. How incredible is that? So our agility jumping up to 4. We're getting closer to be able to use Hans's bow. So featherweight. Nice. So this is huge. It reduces your falling damage by 30%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it can be really, really nice. Bellyboard. Oh, and Sabrina Merritt. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Great to see you. You just caught us at the tail end here of conquering our first bandit camp and becoming featherweight, which means we're a lot lighter when we're falling. Okay, so now in the warfare category, we have the choice between bloodletter or rusty edge. Bloodletter will it gives us a much better chance of causing a bleeding effect on our enemies, or we can do rusty edge, which is the same thing but with poison. But really, actually, that's the more damaged your sword is, the higher chance of inflicting poison, which is really gross when you think about it. Like that's pretty rough. Like you're gonna get, you know, going to get hepatitis. I often find bloodletter is far more effective, especially in some challenges later on down the road, because as people bleed, again, they're not in the middle of combat like taping themselves up. They will bleed out. So this one is super helpful. We've still got one up in defense as well. Awesome. Firm grip, which will, blocking strikes will cost an opponent 15% more stamina. So the more that they hit and I block, they're going to get more and more exhausted way quicker. Super helpful. Or this one, weapon cruncher. When we get into a clinch, that's a bad symbol to use on there. When we get into a clinch and kind of get tied up, if I beat them, it'll weaken their weapon every single time I do it a whole lot more. So that's a great one to choose as well. I think I'm going to go with firm grip. I really like knocking people's stamina down and then just laying on the hurt. Sabrina Merritt, it's been a very interesting item overview. I apologize if I'm going overboard on everything. I know that was a lot of stuff. So yeah, if we don't want to hear Kelly Bohr Jenkins, poor guy probably had a family. He probably did. But you know who used to have a family? Henry of Skalitz. So I think fair is fair. I think you said the opposite of what firm grip does. It costs them stamina when you got them. Yes, I might have said that backwards there. Yes, exactly. Rusty sword countered by tetanus shot. Exactly. Yeah, just like I planned there, Joel. Just like I planned. But so we're going to go with firm grip. It's always good to have a firm grip. All right, so that is taken care of there. Boom, boom. Warfare and defense leveled up. We got a little bit of maintenance, which is what I was just talking about from repairing your stuff. Fragrance. On freshly laundered clothes, you have a +1 higher charisma for the day. Huge, especially because we got the flower buff. We got all this great stuff going for fragrance. So getting your charisma high, in my opinion, is a great way to start off, because if you can... Now, I've seen this a few times, and if by some miracle of chance, if anybody from Warhorse Studios tunes into this, what the hell does this mean? Why does this happen? Because I still learn the skill, I think, right? I don't know. But so that's interesting. But now whenever we get our clothes cleaned, we're going to have an even better charisma boost. Pickpocketing, I'm going to go ahead and take Comrade. That basically lets me pickpocket people that are of similar charisma level to myself. Okay, so Camp Leader, done. We've torn off ears. We've done all this stuff. So the last thing we got to do is we're going to go ahead and get our horse. Oop, wrong button. Get the horse. Come on, buddy. You may have also seen there was an option to stampede the horse, which is a really interesting option to cause some chaos in the bandit camp. I could have slapped the horse on the ass and sent him running off, which would have confused the bandits. But I haven't ever really got it to work super well for how I usually approach things. So if anybody has had any success with that, Chili, I know you've played some of this game before. Did you ever have any success with that sort of thing? But let me know. And if anybody has been starting a new playthrough, let me know, because I saw some people saying they just picked the game up, and I would love to hear how your journey is going so far. Oops, and actually that was my turn.
Yeah.
Nice. Now it's really interesting in this game. The mouse and keyboard, I have to hold the sprint button for my horse with my pinky, which just feels so strange to control the rest of the horse with my regular WASD fingers setup, but it feels very strange sometimes. So if you see me veer off the road, it's because I'm still trying to acclimate a little bit to the old keyboard playthrough. Okay, so we're going to ride back into town, which actually, let's just make it easy, and we're just going to go ahead and fast travel, because this will take us back to Captain Bernard, and we're going to hopefully unlock the next challenge for bandit camps, which should be a little bit further away, but still a good opportunity to make some cash. And what's awesome is I can ride this horse right up here, and we're good to go. Like, I can leave him there, mount him again, and he's kind of mine unofficially. Okay, so I took care of that camp.
I've taken care of the camp.
I just said that.
Where's the proof?
Here it is.
Good work.
Beautiful. 100 groschen.
I've had
Light
another
work.
report. Some folk were ambushed to the west of Vertine, on the hill across the river from the gallows. It would be worthwhile to check it out.
All right, I'll take a look around.
Now, only because I am blessed with the gift of foresight, having played this game numerous times, I'm going to wait to go do this one. We're going to take care of Hans first. But there's also another mission that is extremely annoying. Auditorily, very annoying, but that's part of the gig. That will take us that way as well. We're going to pick up some quests in town. But for now, I'm feeling pretty good. And you'll see I didn't turn in the trophies yet. I'm kind of weird. I like to get all the trophies and then turn them in. I don't know. I just like it. But first things first, I'm also going to do a little training.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
Now this is great because this is just going to be a cheap little bump up in our XP. I'm just going to, I will haggle.
Isn't that quite...
Let's go ahead and go 40. He's going to hate this, but...
Is this enough?
Just right to the final offer.
You're a right pinch purse.
Yes, I am. I think we'll meet at 50. Come on.
Agreed.
Cool. You know, saves you $10. Beautiful. I'm going to do that actually with all these things. It's just going to come in real handy.
I'd like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna bother with axes and all that stuff yet.
I'll
It gives you the option, and you can definitely get really good with axes and hammers, but I feel like the game kind of wants you to be better with a sword. You know, your dad made one, you were trained with it. Well, generally. All right, friends. So what do we think? I'm thinking we rest up and go explore with Hans. I think we are well prepared for that. We're about an hour in already, because time flies when you're having a great time in ancient Bohemia.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, I think let's just go to sleep, and we're going to get this show on the road and explore some more of this incredible story. So I'm just going to be brazen. I'm going to leave my horse right here. I wish, like Red Dead, you could, what's that called? Tie your horse up to the, hey, hitch your horse to the hitching post. But I think Chili Santa's getting a little hungry here. I think my beef for my burritos needs to stew faster. Well, I will wish you a speedy beefing. Oop, phrasing. Okay, so as before, we're gonna go ahead and rest up. Now we're pretty good food-wise, but see, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sleep till 6, because what that's gonna do is that's gonna give me 24 on my nourishment, which I'll then be able to go to the cooking pot right outside of this of my rented room, scarf that down, and then go ahead and be at 99 for my nourishment, which will hold me over beautifully. There's also a little benefit if you, I think it's 3 or maybe 5 days, but if you go a certain amount of time maintaining a healthy balance, not starving, not hungry, and especially not over full, you'll actually get a benefit, like a boon to Henry's health for maintaining a well-balanced diet, and it's really helpful because I think it's a +1 or 2 to agility. I can't remember, but hopefully we'll cross that bridge by the end of this mission. Oh, lots of emotes in chat. By the way, thanks for the hearts in the chat earlier. Pretty good food-wise. Speak for yourself. Chili's dying over here. If only I could send you some of these. Well, I forgot to eat out of that food pot, but you'll notice if you keep your eyes peeled, my friends, that you could often find them in a lot of places. So let's go ahead and eat from the pot. Well, I want to double check. Nourishment 74. I'm going to get 25 from this. Boom. Okay. So my horse is over here. And there's our boy, Hans Capon. Let's see what this guy's got to say, huh?
Yeah.
Hunting.
Sorry, sir. It slipped my mind.
I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse?
Good point. Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a good dog.
The annoying thing is if you actually don't have... Can't I borrow a horse? No, I'm not going to say that. I'll just say, all right.
Whatever you say.
What's funny, though, is it will make you just run along if you don't have a horse. But luckily, we came prepared, and we've got horse. But I will admit, my favorite thing is if you do go off and explore, which I would normally do playing this game. Before I do this mission, I would typically have bought a horse by now, which is an option in the game. We'll cover that later. And the best is when you're like, yeah, I've got a horse. What about it? It's great because he does not see it coming. But what a beautiful day. What an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. Hopefully you're all doing well out there, my friends. Thank you once again for joining us. I see we got some friends and real ones in the chat, and also some higher numbers, so hopefully we've got some new viewers. If you are new around here, please feel free to click that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you're liking the video. Leave a comment if you think there's something I should be doing better, either in the game or if there's something you want to see. I'd love to hear from you. We also have a Discord linked in the bio of the video and some brand new merch that's been out for about a month, so I shouldn't say brand new, but we've got some on-brand merch, I should call it, including the RealGrogg tee, hats. We got a new crop top. Lots of great stuff. So feel free to check out the store. All that's linked in the bio and on the homepage of the video. But we'd love to have you stick around if you are new around here. And of course, keep on coming back. Miss Marin says, I'm going the nutrient dense route tonight with handfuls of goldfish crackers and a large helping of gelato. Phenomenal. That's
Look here, blacksmith.
girl dinner.
About that business at the ale house.
Yes, sir.
Hanush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. Understand?
Yes. I was just...
What? Speak up! Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was, a little upset.
Referencing the end of last week's
I
stream,
just
by the way.
like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honor, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like now.
Hey,
I
royalty.
didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
Now, I don't know if everyone in the chat will be able to, what is the best gelato flavor? Alex Franz says pistachio. No other question. Yes, exactly. Miss Mary knows what's up. Pistachio, remember, like pistachio gelato, 100%. Yeah.
Let us talk of something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
I'll do the best I can, sir.
Sir. Now, my dad told me something when I was a young lad, and I think that this really is a great example of it. He told me you'll become... It's inevitable to become best friends with the guy you punch in the face. Now, I don't recommend if you're trying to make friends to go out and punch somebody in the face and be like, all right, we're going to be friends now. But everybody you kind of get into a scuffle with or kind of throw down with, every one of them have become some of my best friends. It's so true. And this relationship between Hans and Henry is a great example of it. It's phenomenal.
From someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skallets and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want detail.
Is it really necessary, sir?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit of a rebel.
No, not at all, sir. It's just that... Well, it's hard for me to talk about.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, all those hearts
So
in
I'll have to
chat.
get you
That's
drunk
phenomenal.
first.
I'm not sure even that would work.
We'll have to find out, won't we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out.
All right, so we're gonna do a little fast travel, zip on up here, because we're heading to one of Hans's favorite camp hunting sites, and I really like that it just zips you up there because it's a bit of a hike otherwise. But yeah, so we're gonna scoot on up here. And hitch the horses.
We'll make camp here.
Oh, Henry's, yeah, absolutely, Miss Marin. Yeah, I think Henry's got a great voice, but I love this. I saw Alex Fronts. Pistachio is the only right answer. I can't believe I'm surrounded by like-minded gelato lovers. Yeah, damn right. But I am seeing some love for coffee and chocolate. So, you know, while there aren't wrong answers or right answers, these are all right answers. All right, now. All right, so he goes and sits down, and instead of just bringing it himself, he's asking me to go get him some wine and bacon. Boom, got it. Get the wine, get the bacon. There you go.
Coming up, sir.
At long last.
Miss Marin says, this makes me want to go actual camping. And I totally agree, even though it's hilarious, because every time you get to a campsite, it's inevitable it's going to be a downpour right before you start setting up your tent. Every time.
That
Every
doesn't
single time.
matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Ratte for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long will drive anyone mad.
So, you know, we can just kind of chat him up a little bit.
How come Hanush looks after you anyway?
For a start, he doesn't look after me. I'm not an infant blacksmith's boy. Hanush is just managing my property until I'm an adult.
When will that happen?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that you seem quite adult to me already, sir.
Well,
good save.
It's hard to say. Before he died, my father appointed a council of nobles to decide the matter. Only they can't be bothered travelling halfway across the country just to assess the claim of some stripling. Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be necessary. The king would decide on my adulthood. Only
the king is gone.
Just so.
And it's interesting if with the whole political landscape of this setting right now, where King Wenceslas, who is the idol, a young man who was given the throne after his dad died and didn't really do anything with it, has shown a lot of weakness, which is why Sigismund is bringing in invading armies to take over, because he's like, what better time than now? It's kind of mirrored with Hans and his current predicament. But will he become something greater? Will he become more than something like the idol King Wenceslas? It's very, it's very interesting to see the parallel sort of display of it. Now, every time we ask him something, it will help our reputation with him, so we're going to chat him up.
What does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored, I can tell you. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard.
And sir, that old hag put a spell on my cow. And
Sir, my old woman is fucking half the village. Like a flock of sheep, bleating all the time. Even study is more interesting.
That would be tough. All right, well, what are we going to hunt?
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
Sweet.
What? Humans? But...
You should see your face. I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares, too, eh? But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
By the way, everyone, is the game audio okay? Is everything coming out? I might bump it up a little bit because with the rain and everything, it does kind of drown out the dialogue. So I am maxing out the game audio in my streaming service. So let me know if that's too much or just right.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them.
There's nothing I can do.
It's not easy for me to talk about, sir. My parents were killed right in front of my eyes.
Couldn't you do anything about it? I mean to say, didn't Radzig put up a defense?
They caught us unprepared. There was no time for anything. I wanted to save my parents, but it was too late.
All right, then. I was only asking.
I'm not a coward.
I'm not a coward, if that's what you're getting at, sir.
I never said you were.
It's in the bond
I
starts
never
to
let anyone
form.
call me one. Not even a noble.
Attaboy.
More honor to you.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Fear no
Anyway,
living
it's too
son of a
late to go
bitch.
next day. But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we had a little chat. We brought him some bacon and wine. Now we can just kind of chill out and rest until dawn, and we'll hunt tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, Chili Santa says, last time I went camping, I was trapped in my tent because a skunk was in my campsite. I'll fight the boogeyman before I mess with the skunk. That's totally fair, because as Damon Preble brilliantly points out, skunks stink. Just let that one sink in. Phenomenal. And my last camping escapade involved way too many Jello shots. No thanks. Yes. Damon, that was for at DJ Clayton. Yes. Well, I'm sure he'll pop in later. I'm sure I hope he will at least. And if he does, I'll be sure to call that one back. So if I don't, please remind me. That's phenomenal. Nice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just wait. I think we can sleep, right? Yeah, sleep and save, and we'll just go ahead and knock out till sunrise, which it's not gonna let me. So I'm just gonna sleep now, because mainly I'm sleeping now just in case it doesn't autosave. At least this way I can sit here and I can wait, and then it'll kick off, but we'll have a save taken care of, just in case. Baby skunks are the most adorable thing in the world. Interesting. All right, so oh yeah, time. So you can always just wait for as long as you want. We'll choose 6. I think it should. I think it will wake me up at the right time. Okay, so he's still snoozing, so we're gonna go ahead and wait 1 more hour. Cool, there we go.
What are you waiting for? Your lord requires you for the hunt.
Really? Such a renowned hunter needs help.
Oh, Henry.
You wouldn't dare mock your betters now, would you?
Heaven forbid, your lordship.
If that's the way you want it, peasant.
Peasant?
We'll meet back here at noon.
All right.
Whoever has the most hares wins.
Here we go.
And if you don't have anything to shoot with, there's a crate in the camp with some old hunting equipment. You can help yourself. After all, there's no sport in trouncing some wretch who hasn't a chance in hell.
Fair enough. Very good.
By all means, Sir Hans.
Ha! You'll soon be laughing on the other side of your grubby face. And now turn your back for a while. I know a few tried and tested spots in these woods, and I don't want you stealing them.
Fair enough. All right, so we are now in a contest with Sir Hans Capon, an excellent hunter in his own right, to bring home more hares by noon. So that gives us 6 whole human hours to track down a bunch more. Not gonna lie, we're gonna smoke him. It's gonna be a total shutout. This is also a great opportunity. The game does a great job of giving you just what you need to kind of get prepared for the next moment here. So you can go in here, get some dried fruit, meat, mushrooms, hunting arrows, super helpful stuff. We don't have a lot of space in our inventory. We're pretty full up there. So I'm actually not going to take that. Is this flirting? Trying to find out the dynamic here. It's flirting in a bromance sense. It's when you got a good buddy, it rides that. Oh, wow. Okay. Right off the bat. Boom. Let's see if I can't quite get him. That's okay. So yeah, I mean, kind of. It's camaraderie flirting. All right. So keep your eyes peeled. This is probably going to look very familiar to Chili Santa, who spent weeks and months in the forest as a gremlin, hunting and surviving off of rabbits themselves. Which, isn't it interesting, friends and real ones, if you're ever in a survival scenario and rabbits are your only source of protein, you will still starve to death due to the lack of fat on rabbits. How interesting is that? So hopefully, if you are in a survival situation and you have rabbits around you, you have that, as well as some fish and some nice fatty animal somewhere, or you just are rescued after a short amount of time. All right, so there's a rabbit up there. Oh, and one just spawned in right there as well. Ah, a little too high. Got you right here. Hey, all right, just like I planned. Beautiful. Just gonna take that. Now, in my experience, it doesn't take a lot to beat Hans, so I think we're gonna shoot for right over the top. Whoop. Come on. Come on. There we go. So I think we're gonna shoot for 5. Yeah, the aiming in this is certainly, and like I said, a big reason why I want to show this game is to show once you get past some of the hurdles, some of the difficult things that stymie a lot of people's enjoyment of the game, it goes from something that's a real pain in the ass to being really, really enjoyable. So anything difficult like this, you know, you're aiming with no reticle up until level 5, you literally are just like, I mean, watch when I draw the bow, look at the amount of movement on where Henry's looking. You know, it's so hard to control, but that gets better over time. You get more accurate. You learn kind of where to point your arrow, when to release, what kind of bow and arrow you're using. It all matters. And it's like driving an automatic car over a manual, or I'm sorry, driving a manual over an automatic. When you really get that feel of changing gears and how the car works and becoming part of it and having to kind of manipulate more of the machine itself, it becomes more satisfying in the long run. That's what this game does so well, in my opinion, is really gives you that feeling of connection to your character. Let's see what our hunting boon was. Gamekeeper, Rules of the Woods. Now we could choose between getting antlers or tusks. I'm gonna go with, they don't carry the way. I'll just do antlers. That's fine. Yeah, that'll be all right. All right. Oh, but I also wanted to see if we have our, I think we should still have our flower power. We do not. Okay, so let's pick up so we can charm the rabbits. But while we got some sage, what I'm doing is I'm getting enough sweet smelling flowers to get our flower power boon. But you did see right here, I don't know if you, or maybe you didn't catch this, but you can see this right here, Rain Man. Since it's raining, I chose a stealth perk that while it's raining, I think, see what it says exactly. My footsteps are 70% less noisy, so very helpful in a moment like this where I'm out here hunting. So let's see, keep your eyes peeled for another, there we go, for another rabbit. Oh, so just a little short. One more time right here. Oh, a little short again. And just a terrible shot. I love that this rabbit is completely unaware. That one is right by his face. There we go. Right in the guts. Boom. All right, so we're a little underweight. Now, I think... Wow! Damon Preble. That is incredible. Have never played Skyrim. Thought about it many times. Is it worth it now? Wow. I didn't know if there was anyone left in the world that has not played Skyrim. And I don't mean that insultingly. I just mean they ported it to everything. Can't you play it on a... I think you can play it on a fridge now. It's kind of like the new Doom, where it's been ported to literally anything with a screen. And honestly, I was sitting here the other day debating whether I should start another Skyrim playthrough. I think it's one of the best games made just for the amount of content and fun, twists and turns along the way. Like, there's so much to do in it. There's so much... Wow, that was... Sorry, this might be a little bit gruesome, but that was execution style, back of the head. Look at that shot. Nicely done, Henry. I love that game. I think people should play it at any time. I actually had a lady... I was serving a table of ladies the other day, and they're super sweet. And one of them says... She's like, hey, so do you play video games? And I said, no. Now get out. But her friend said, you know, do you play video games? And I said, yeah, I do. And it was great. What? Alec Franz, the second person in the world to not have played Skyrim, too busy playing the most amazing game in the world, League of Legends. Yeah, totally. No, that's awesome. I've got a close relative who is a League player as well, so I understand the allure for sure, but I don't know if my mouse could take that many clicks. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so I'm still not smelling sweet enough. This should do it right here. But these ladies were like, hey, so, you know, what do you recommend for a first-time player of video games? And I actually recommended Skyrim because of its vast open world and its learning curve, which is relatively easy to learn. Because as a role-playing game, while it is vast, it still does have an accessibility to it. It all kind of makes sense once you do a little bit of investigation on it. I modded Chili Santa modded Fallout 4 into a hardcore zombie survival game. I have always wanted to do that, Chili. If you've got some recommendations for mods to do that, throw it in the Discord or send me a message. Let me know, because that would be an absolute blast. I would love to do a modded playthrough of that game, especially in that sort of style. That sounds incredible. I play Smite, unfortunately. Gullybor responds with, "Ew, Smite." Maggie says, I've also never played Sky. Get out. Just get out. Okay, you know, we're okay. You know what? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, fine. We'll come back for a little bit. All right. Is Skyrim multiplayer? So they do have Elder Scrolls Online, which I have barely. I think I've got 6 minutes total in that game. I have not put nearly enough time into that. I've heard really good things, and that's kind of Skyrim Online, I guess. What time is it, by the way? Oh my God, we've got 6 rabbits, and we've been hunting for 2 hours. Crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Come on, pick the sage. There we go. Nice. Okay, great. And look at that. Boom. Just by picking some sage. I just want to see if that's the amount I need. There we go. All right, now we got flower power. We got a little boon to our herbalism. What do you say, gang? I think let's roll the dice and see if the amount of rabbits we have is enough to beat Hans. Now, hilariously, to me at least, my first time playing this game, I didn't remember where camp was that you have to go meet Hans at. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to go rest up and wait for him there. And this is where we got to go, like right here. This is our camp. And I wandered so far away. It was the middle of the night. It was like 9 p.m. in the game. And I'm running around completely clueless as to where to go. It was, looking back on it, really, really funny. But there, I'll just set the marker there and we'll explore that way. But that said, as I mentioned with the armor I'm currently wearing, and just with so many things to see in this game, explore, take time and really investigate the woods. If you see something that looks a little different, a little odd, go check it out. It might be something as simple as a grave that you can dig up. Like I think I'm actually about to. Oh, maybe not. But either way, it's just such a beautiful game to explore. I highly recommend getting out of where you think you should go and look at the corner or look around the corner and see what else you might find. So to answer your initial question back in the chat, I would say play Skyrim anytime. Start it up. Embrace being a sneaky archer for up until you're about level 15. And just have fun with it. It was so good. The first time you Fusro Da somebody off of the top of a mountain, you'll understand why everyone loved the game. It was so good. I think the story was great. And yeah, big fan of that game. So I will always recommend Skyrim for sure. Okay, well, come on, there we go. So when you're overloaded, you can't do anything. You can't run, you can't jump. Can't sprint, nothing. So always good to be aware of where you're at in your weight. All right, I don't see any more. I want to try. I would like to get one more rabbit just to be safe. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm out of arrows, so let's just go ahead and say fair's fair. I do have hunting arrows, I think, but yeah, I've got better hunting arrows. I'll equip them, but you know what? I'm just going to roll the dice and see if the amount of rabbit that I have is enough to beat Hans. Pointy hat prick. Yeah, that guy. At least we don't have to go pickpocket that guy later on. We still might, but we don't have to. All right, let's go ahead and sit down, and we're gonna wait till noon for Hans to Hans to get back with his paltry amount of a rabbit. Oh wow, Damon Preble. My first survival game was Forest. Great game. Mine was the game preview of Ark, like beta Ark, and yet here you are still playing it, Chili. That is quite impressive. Miss Marin says, "Yeah, I'm gonna start a Skyrim playthrough now. We need to get our revenge on Pointy Hat Prick." Okay, all right. If I forget by the end of stream, chat, please remind me, and we're gonna go back and we will wreak sweet justice on that punk. All right, so Hans is back. We're gonna go ahead and get up and see how we did.
How did the hunt go for you, sir? I did quite well. Look.
Show me. Not bad, though. Quite good, actually.
You're damn right.
For a common blacksmith's boy.
Shouldn't there be some reward for the victor? Jesus, the insolence.
A serf asking his lord for coin.
Yep.
But never let it be said I'm a pinch purse. Very well, then.
Your serf humbly thanks you, my lord.
And now, come along. Let's go and hunt some...
Boom, look at that. $100 for getting some rabbit. Awesome. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop this apple, and...
Henry, follow me. We're going hunting.
I want to drop off... How about just put it in here? Inventory, food. Yeah, I don't need to carry around that much meat. So I'm going to leave that in the chest for that to get nice and rotten. Perfect. All right. Wish I would have slept and saved. But we'll roll the dice. Why did I just get hurt? Anyway. So Damon asking a very difficult question. Which version of Skyrim should I purchase? I have bought Skyrim probably 8 times in my life. And so whichever version fits best with whatever console or system you're playing on, and just get the newest one. Yeah, it's incredible. So I don't know exactly. I think probably you play PC? Perfect. Yeah, it's I don't know. I gotta look at that. I have not seen which one, but I think it's the collector's edition or something like that. Whatever it may be, just buy it. It's such a good game. But remember, most importantly, it is a Bethesda game, so there's bugs, there's awkward animations, there's things that are certainly wrong with it. Skyrim Anniversary Edition for $50. God damn. See, that's what kind of bothers me though. It came out November 11th of 2011. That's 13 years ago. There is no justification to charge $50 for any game that's 13 years old. I was at like a little game store actually that had all these Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis, all these classic games, and they were selling Contra, the original Contra, for $60 human dollars. 60 for Contra. I loved that game. It was the first co-op game I ever played with my older brother, and I loved it. But I'm like, and I mean, and of course I get it. It does kind of cross that threshold of finally being almost like an antique or a collector's item. But still, I was just like, come on, man, that's really high. All right, Hans, where are we going, buddy? Oh, right here.
See here. And it's been freshly rooted. There'll be balls somewhere nearby. So
Shut up!
just like last time. Slow and quiet, whatever you do. Understand? Or watch out for them from the top of that mound there.
All right, so right about here. Nice, perfect. Ooh, VR Skyrim.
You want to take him down with an arrow? Certainly. Why wouldn't I? You won't kill him like that. Boar is hunted with spears.
He's right.
Is that so? So now all of a sudden you're a master huntsman, are you? Watch and learn. Did you see that?
Damn, I'm good. Quiet. So, next time you try to tell me I can't kill a boar with an arrow, you can...
Classic.
Fuck. After him. Fetch. Mount
All
up,
right,
Henry.
the hunt is
Chase down
on.
that swine.
That swine!
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 is still $60 as well. Get out of here. Come on, games.
Yeah.
All right, so Hans is off, chasing the border. Oh, Gully Boar. Well, enjoy the sunshine, my friend, but thank you so much for sticking around for a little while. It's always so great to have you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out the door, but sleep well, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you real soon. Where's my horse? Did my horse really... Wow. Oh, wait, no. I left it over here, didn't I? There we go. There's my horse. All right, but yeah, take care, buddy. We'll see you soon. I'm sure we'll be we'll get back into some diving soon enough. All right, we got to track down Hans, who did not wait at all. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the support. Absolutely. All right, so we're cruising along. Let's see. Where, oh where? Now you can see on the map marker on my compass at the top of the screen that A is encircled with gold, and then the map itself, or the compass itself, I should try to say more often, is actually got a gold glow, and what that indicates is this giant region that I'm in. So it's telling me to search this area, but I did just come across an accident, which I do want to search that first as well. Wonder where that was. Ooh. Oh. What the hell? Ugh. That's not an accident. That's a ritual. Or a message. My God. Yeesh. Just gonna pretend we didn't see that. Ooh. Gooey, says Sabrina Merritt. Yeah. Or Chili's. Finally, my burrito. Enjoy it, my friend. Remember, you're probably going to burn your mouth, so be careful. All right, now we look like we were a little close to the edge, so I wonder if he's up yonder way.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard a dog bark. Where are you at? Come on. Come on, Hans.
I'd better go back for the Hans.
Right,
Otherwise,
so
the Hannish will have me drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
All right, so I was a bit far away. Oh! Oh! Oh, shoot! Okay. 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 Okay, so we found... Okay, so we actually are hunting some Kumans. So these are the punks that invaded with Lord Sigismund. And you can actually hear Hans is he's tied up against a tree in their camp. Okay. Now it's very difficult to take on numerous people in this game. You kind of have to, much like a real fight, you want to keep the extra people between you and your target. All right, come on, line them up a little bit. There we go. So it's a really good thing, by the way, that we stopped and talked to Bernard and got a little training in, because watch this. Plow, plow. How about a combo? Oh, nope, didn't work. Okay, so I'm about to take some damage. There we go. There we go. No, god dang it. That's exactly the wrong one. Nice. All right, boom. We got him down with those reposts that we learned how to take him out with. Phenomenal. And your turn. Your turn. Boom. Get some. I'm gonna block him, and then I'm gonna combo him. Just like Bernard taught me. Come on. There we go. And you're done. Nope, nope, I'm almost done. Now, I will admit, if a Cuman ever surrenders, I'm never going to let them surrender. I will take them out every single time. Nice. All right, well, we got him. That was phenomenal. Take the bandage. I'll take that bread just in case. Cuman bow, I will take that, actually. Now, these guys are usually pretty good to loot because they have some pretty good stuff most of the time. But again, always kind of balance out your weight distribution with the price that you're going to end up getting if you get it all back to town. And also, so you can see here, his sword is not in his inventory. And this is a nice little detail, but also kind of a pain in the ass. And you can easily miss out on looting weapons because when they drop it, it's out of their inventory and it's in the grass. So you gotta go to that. Thank you, Chili. Thank you for the applause on taking these guys out. I did not expect to ride right into their camp like that. Oh, sweet mail quaff. Okay, so that's a much improved version. I'll show you what I mean. So this is more like chainmail. So if I go into here, the mail quaff. Now you can see 14 is the bump up in armor from my simple mail collar. So this is going to protect my whole head, which is then of course protected by my quaff as well. And so the head chainmail is just a really nice bonus to protection. All right. Now I think there's one more Cuman, or at least I hope there is, because I got the bloodlust. Yes. Oh no, that's Hans. Don't kill Hans. All right. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. So if you go the right way and you follow Hans correctly, it actually shows you a cutscene of him getting captured. I just rode right to the camp, and I didn't mean to. That was completely unexpected. I'll untie you in a second. Just shut up. All right. There we go. Hey, buddy. Hansel's like, hello? Yeah, I'd get there eventually. I wanted to loot first, you know.
Henry! Henry!
Yeah, what up?
I'll have a bronze bust made of you, my friend. But where have you been till now?
It was like 12 seconds.
I was picking berries, had a drink of wine, took a little nap.
You lunatic! They almost had me roasting on a spit.
I'd say it looked more like they were about to take your maidenhood.
Ew.
Now look here, dung grubber. Is that any way to speak to a nobleman?
Let's see. Let's give him a little guff.
A nobleman with crushed balls, friend.
Now you're playing with fire, boy. I could have you in the pillory for that. And then with my own two hands, I'd crush your balls.
That wound doesn't look good, Sir Hans.
You're right. Those Cuman swine roughed me up a bit. And my damned horse is bolted. You'll have to get me home somehow.
Well, I stole a horse.
The sooner we get out of here, the better. Who knows how many bandits are creeping around here.
Let's go then. I've had quite enough excitement already.
All right, beautiful. So, successful hunt. We brought home copious amounts of rabbit. We beat Capon in his own game, rescued him from the Cumans, brought him home to Rattay, and yeah, Chili Santa. But he's only going to make us a bronze bust, which I think we deserve at least gold, if not silver. I would say silver, because then it's, you know, it's a nice little nod to Scarlets. All right, so our boy's laid up for a little bit, injured but alive. And now we've unlocked the achievement, Buddy. Save Lord Capon from the Cumans.
How's it possible, Ratsy? Those bastards make so bold no more than a mile from the castle. We'll have to send out more patrols.
That won't do us any good, Hanush. Even if we had 10 times the men, we couldn't beat through every thicket in the fiefdom.
You sent for me, sir?
Come in.
I don't know how to thank you, Henry. If it wasn't for you, Hans would be dead. And to think I sent you out with him as a punishment.
I was only doing my duty, sir.
Attaboy.
Don't be so modest, young Henry. You showed not only courage, but loyalty to your liege. That's why I'm taking you into my personal service.
Ass backwards into promotions.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Well, let's celebrate your promotion and Sir Hans's recovery. don't just stand there, lad. Pour us a drink.
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but I've urgent tidings.
Uh-oh.
What now?
A stable boy came from Neuhof. He says brigands raided the stud farm this morning. There's many dead or maimed.
Tell us exactly what happened.
I'm not sure. The boy was so shook up he could barely speak. He said the bandits murdered for the joy of it. I'm sorry, sir. Your vassal Smill is dead.
Who did this? Who were they?
We don't know, sir. The stable boy just kept babbling about some huge fellow in black armor who led the attack.
Take as many men as you need, and don't stop until you've found those bastards. And bring me their heads!
Yes, sir.
My men at your disposal too, Hanush.
Thank you, friend.
Sir, let me ride with them.
He's full of piss and vinegar, isn't he?
Their leader, he must be the one who attacked me at Skalitz. There can't be two men in the whole kingdom who look like that.
You think he might still have my sword? No doubt you could use another swordsman, Captain.
As you command, my lord.
How soon
He's
can
like,
you leave,
son of a
Bernard?
bitch.
Soon as the men are ready, sir.
Good. Wait in the courtyard for Henry. And give him a horse.
His own mount?
Jackpot.
His reward for saving Sir Hans. He'll need it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, go!
All right.
I want these culprits in the hands of the executioner as soon as possible.
I won't let you down, sir.
So another example in this game of how realism is playing a factor as well. So our current goal is to go into the courtyard and talk to Sir Bernard, Captain Bernard. And if you don't,
Can you hear me?
they'll leave, and he will ream you out.
Stable boy told us. Get your arses mounted up and let's ride out. On the double. Maybe we'll catch up with that rabble.
Like it doesn't, the game
go.
won't hold up
Are you
for you
ready?
to kind of do your thing, go get a haircut, take a bath. No, it's like if you miss out on this moment right here, he's got to be pissed at you. So go talk to him, take care of it. We can go.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good. Then follow me. Keep quiet and do exactly as you're told. I don't know what Sir Radzig sees in you, and
All right, that's rude. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
against all better judgment, they've decided to give you your own horse. The
I deserve
dappled
it.
gray beside my stallion is yours. Make sure you take good care of him. Now, mount up and ride behind us.
All right, so now we have... Dude, what? 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 What?
Why?
For security.
Yeah, search me then, dickhead.
Ugh.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Piss off. All right.
All right, men. Saddle
So,
up.
now, Miss Marin, I legally have my own horse. This is, I forget its name. Pebbles. Pebbles the horse. Now, the upside is although Captain Bernard's like, hey, ride behind us and do as you're told, you can actually haul right to Neuhof and you'll be okay. So feel free to just enjoy the beautiful day, take a nice fast ride, and see how quickly you can get there. Really importantly, though, if I go into my inventory, you can see that I'm still a little overloaded. So what I can do, what you can actually do is you can now move. You can see I can move to horse, and my horse is going to be under the sidekicks tab. You can go to your horse, and you can see his capacity is 192 pounds. He's pretty slow. He doesn't have a lot of courage, but it's a really good start. It's a solid starting horse, but we'll upgrade it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and move the Kuman bow over there. I'm going to move the dark foot wraps. I'm going to move all the stuff I plan on selling, essentially, which I didn't mean to send those gloves in there. So anytime you accidentally send something, you can go back in, so see the inventory of whatever you're trying to find. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep the leather gloves. Actually, that seems to be even better. Mill. Send that over. Oops, actually, I forgot this whole time that I've been carrying these padded chausses around, and I've been wanting to wear them. Boom. Now they're worn. A little bit extra armor. All right, Wafen Rock. Let's go ahead and you know what? Let's toss this on. Represent some Skalitz colors. Love that. And why not? All right, the rest is looking pretty good. So we're good on. We are good on weight distribution now. So let's hoof it. Yeah, not the fastest horse by any means, but better than walking. A handsome looking horse. Thank you, Miss Marin. Yeah, he's not bad, you know. Pebbles is a cutie.
Yeah.
Kind of sad. Where we're heading right now is one of the few stables in this kingdom, and apparently there's been some bad stuff happening up here.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
See, this is always the tough part when I read about what the chat is talking about with incredible dinners. I want to be here. I want to be streaming. I want to be having a good time with the real ones. But I always get so hungry reading about what everyone's got for dinner, and I'm like, thinking about all, counting the minutes until I get to go stuff my face. But, you know, this is where I want to be. But this is such a bummer. If you're not in the mood to see dead horses and dead people, just listen to the audio for the next few minutes here. This is Neuhoff. No, Neuhoff, however you said it.
Yeah.
All right. Now that the horse is nice and tired, we're gonna wait for all these people to show up. I'm gonna go ahead and do this cutscene silently.
Where's your master?
In the paddock.
Crucifix? What kind of beasts could do this?
By the blood of the martyrs.
What happened here? Why?
Someone came at night and hamstrung every one of them. The horses, screaming, must have woke poor Radek, the stable boy. And when he tried to stop them... And then my husband. When my husband tried to help them, they killed him too. And when they were done, they put a torch to the stables.
My sincere condolences, ma'am. I swear we'll hunt those monsters down and make them pay for this.
The horses were still alive when I came. We had to finish them off. All of them. The pain in their eyes. They couldn't understand how anyone could do this to them.
Did they steal anything? Any horses?
Nothing. They wanted blood, not coin.
Did your husband quarrel lately? Was there anyone who might want revenge?
He argued over the price of a saddle, maybe, but nothing that could drive a man to this.
These are dark days when there's more kindness in horses than in men. Did you see anything? How many were there? Or what did they look like?
We saw no one.
Has anyone tried to follow the trail?
No. We were fighting the blaze until now, and even if we weren't, what chance would any of us have against someone who could do this?
Oh, pox on it. Mount up and quarter the area. We have to find out where they went. Look for tracks and ask the folk if they saw anyone. Fuck, someone must have at least caught sight of them.
Yes, sir.
What about me, Captain?
What the hell use are you? You stay here.
Please, let me do something. I could have a look around the area and see if they left any tracks.
Well, if you must. Just don't get in anyone's way, don't go too far, and come back here when you're done.
All right. First of all, welcome in, Von Fink. Great to see you, my friend. You have caught us right in time to start the hunt. We are on the trail of Runt, the piece of crap who stole our father's sword, and it has led us to the recently massacred farm of Neuhoff, a stable, I should say, with some beautiful animals that were slain in the night by unknown assailants. And so we are starting an investigation to figure out who they are, where they're from, and where they went. We are in the service of Captain Bernard, this fellow right here, right now, and basically it is now up to us to take the investigation into our hands as well. So we're going to be traveling throughout this entire farm. There's a bunch of little things that you can find, little details. You can talk to everyone and kind of try to piece together what happened.
How could anyone be so cruel?
Poor horses. If you, again though, if you go too far, if you explore a few things, like I could go right to the end result right now. I know where it is, but I think we should explore together. And if you do that, you actually get in a lot of trouble. Captain Bernard does not like being left out of the loop.
How could anyone be so cruel?
But you can see big, huge place, lots of stuff going on. Everyone just.
Poor wretch. He must have crawled here. If it was the horses they were after, there'll be even more of them by the main stables.
Yeah. But so the best bet is we're gonna go explore and try to see if anybody has any insight into what may have happened. Von Fink let me know though, not too bad. I'll be better if the deal I made to sell the last car from my father's estate on Saturday. Well, hopefully that goes well. Based on the pictures you've shared in the Discord over your time with us here, you got some pretty sweet items to sell. So feel free to post any pictures or anything like that of anything you're trying to get rid of. That'd be super, super cool. But glad to hear you're doing well, my friend. All right, so we've got the Watchmen, we've got some villagers, we got a lot of dead villagers. Then we got Mark. Let's see what Mark has to say.
Are you well?
Leave me alone. Go away.
Not helpful so far. All right, so now let's do our damnedest to let's let them know we're here.
I know that it's difficult,
but I only need you to answer a few questions. I'm here because Sir Radzig sent me.
Sir Radzig?
Yes.
What do you need to know?
What happened?
What actually happened here?
They killed the animals and... Why did they kill them?
Think carefully now. How did it all start?
We heard the animals, their shrieks. Then Smill, he shouted, and they murdered him.
Let's see. Did they steal anything?
Did they take anything?
No.
You're certain it was the animals first, and then Smill? Not the other way round?
I'm certain. I'd never heard a sound like that before. Now I'll never forget it.
What happened after that?
We ran outside, and it was chaos.
The stables were already burning?
No. It was to set the blaze when they arrived.
You said they were demons?
No, just vermin. Worthless human vermin.
How many of them were there?
Not many. There were just a few that came after us, but more round the back. I heard them yelling at each other.
In the back?
In the back? Where?
Towards the woods. To the north. They were trying to get away.
All right, nice.
So they were yelling because of all the noise?
No.
Oops.
So some of them were running away and the others were fighting?
Aye. For a time.
Divide.
And more of us came out and we fought back, so the others fled as well.
Did you see a big man among them, dressed all in black?
That cutthroat, that devil! I never want to see him again.
All right, sounds
So
like
he
we got
was
a trail.
here. That bloodthirsty beast. Where? Where?
To the north, into the woods.
All right, so we got a little lead.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. All right, so we question Mark. We're gonna talk to this fella here, Ginger.
What? Who's there? Easy. I just came to ask.
I don't know anything.
What really happened here?
I don't know. Someone attacked. I don't know who.
Suspicious. Or sus, as the
you
kids say.
hurt?
No, nothing. Not a scratch.
You
Where'd they
didn't
come
happen
from?
to hear where they came from?
No, I didn't see a thing.
All right, a little shifty, but that's all right. All right, now Mark said that they went to the north, so that's going to be this direction here, through the fence. Ah, look at this. Bit of chaos, broken fence.
Aha! This wasn't done by animals. They must have gone into the woods this way.
All right. Oh, nice. I like that increases your hunting skill as well. Okay, so I see a blood trail, but I don't want to go too far without letting Captain Bernard know. So I'm gonna actually head back, and I want to chat with a couple of other people in there as well. But let's see what we've got leveled up, because we got some stats in sword. We can give a little. Let's see, blunt edge, short sword, hunting saber, long sword. We're gonna take the long sword. Oops, I can't do that yet. So it's actually these. Double stab. I like this one a lot. Yeah, that's great. You can see when you're looking at new skills to learn, it's kind of confusing to look at initially, but it'll make sense as you play the game more and more. And if you practice with Captain Bernard in the future as well, it really helps you to understand how the combos work, because they can be really, really helpful. Grab, clinch, bore. Let's see. Nice. Stamina regeneration will not slow down in combat, even on the weapon backswing. That, to me, is really helpful, because this game, the stamina is so crucial. Once you get too tired, that's when you start to take damage. Your armor can take a lot, but once you get exhausted, then it's just, every hit you take will just knock you down super, super quick. As you saw when I was fighting that first bandit camp, I was exhausted. A guy in his underwear came up and nearly killed me. All right, Captain.
The raiders fled north into the woods.
What makes you so...
The stable boys. From what they said, it makes sense.
So, you're relying on the word of those cowards.
Oof.
They might be scared, but they saw what they saw.
I'll send Ruda with you, if you do happen to be right. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Ruda. Or thanks, Captain. All right, I want to talk to Jacob, by the way.
Another useless soldier coming to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
Now, he's injured. You can see on the icons there that there's a special symbol that we usually haven't seen, and it's like a cast being put on. That's indicating that I can use a little using a little medical experience to hopefully get even further information.
What's wrong with your arm? Oh dear. That looks painful.
That's all you gotta say about it. You useless prick.
Oh crap. Okay. So I guess I actually don't have the medical skills that I thought I did. Nice. What happened here? Let's see. How are you?
How did you come by that wound?
I heard someone talking, so I went to look outside. I shouted at those bastards.
Without a weapon? With just your fists?
Yeah. But he cut me pretty good, the fucker. Lucky for me, the others started to come out then, so the raiders ran. All that's left is his cloak.
Help me.
Can you help me?
Help you? And how have you helped me?
Yeah, so that sucks. So unfortunately, I failed that medical check, which I thought I was going to be able to pass. If you help him, Jacob is way more willing to give you a hand, but I guess that's the way it goes. So let's track down guard Ruda. And you. Where's Ruda? Ah, there you are. So he's going to follow us. So let's go ahead and follow that lead into the woods, yeah? Come on, buddy. Keep up. All right, now, kind of like I said before, and I've been forgetting to do it, but while you've got the time, remember to kind of like jump around a little bit, sprint, and climbing ledges like that. I feel like that's one that just to boost up your agility sort of passively a little bit, just in your downtime, jump around and use sort of agility skills like climbing and jumping and all that stuff to just bump you up a little bit in between bigger moments.
They went deeper and deeper, for sure. They went deeper and deeper, for sure.
All right, so we're following a nice blood trail here. Oh, you hear that? When the music gets all music-y, you know that something's coming. I hear whispers.
I'm not going any.
Well, I
never.
Oh, you just got worked. Oof. And do you have an ear I can take? Nobody got a chalice. That's good. $30. Padded. Blah, 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 I'll let you keep all that stuff.
Run it once to Captain Bernard and tell him what you saw. Meanwhile, I'll keep watch here.
Dying here. Nobody can match me with iron in their hands, and some damn peasant kills me. Dagger covered in horse.
Yeah, screw this guy. Boom, dead. All right, so on this bandit, though, we'll find the bloody hoof pick. That will come in very important. Get that gold,
Must know more about it.
and the rest, you can keep your cheap stuff. All right, Ruda just said, hey, go talk to Captain Bernard, so I'm going to sprint out there. Also, if I hit my horse mount button, that'll whistle for your horse, and it'll show up for you. Super helpful. And I just realized that I'm not wearing any gloves. All right, so let's go ahead and get. I think they're all on my horse now. Let's wear 5 and 5. Okay, come on. Still kind of getting used to the control scheme on this. Over to inventory, boom. Back to this, over to here, equip. All right, there we go. That's a bit better. All right, so we have found a couple of the bandits.
Yeah.
We got some evidence.
Yeah.
Let's go see what Bernard has to say about this revelation.
Yeah.
All right, Bernard.
I saw them. Who? In the woods, there's a bandit. In the clearing, a short way along the path from the north gate.
Bloody hell! Let's have at them.
Already done. Wait, what? I don't remember. I don't think I've ever had this happen before.
Yeah.
Oh, because I wonder if it's once I heard them talking that I was supposed to wait, but nope. Ooh, beehives. If I can get some honey, yeah. Come on, fellas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. Ruda's still alive. Didn't know if he'd get stabbed or not. But so this mission is very cool because you can really spend a lot of time getting information out of all the different villagers, and you could lockpick a lot of stuff and get a lot more out of that whole sort of experience what we just did. I think we got the fundamentals. We got most of it taken care of for what we needed, of course. But yeah, you could deep dive a lot more in Neuhof and get more information and build better relationships
What
too.
happened here? It was a job well done, lad.
Do you know who this belongs to? It's a hoof pick I found on one of the dead bandits.
How should I know? Go and ask at the stables. Take care now.
It is funny though how rude Bernard is to us all the time. Like he just can't stand us. And I want to say I can't blame him, but yeah, I get it. You know, it's like we really are just falling ass backwards into success.
Yeah.
Henry's a charmer, but he's really lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from the whole like parents getting killed thing, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked to Mark, we talked to Ginger, we talked to Jacob. We found a hoof pick embedded in the body of that bandit. And if I would have passed that medical check, Jacob would definitely help us determine whose this is. But let's see what he has to say. Let's see if we can help out.
Do you know anything about this hoof pick?
Yeah, it's Ginger's.
Well, all right.
He had it made in mate.
Any idea where I might find this Ginger?
Probably over.
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
Suspicious.
Look, I know how he looks, but Ginger is a fine fellow. I don't believe he had anything to do with the attack.
Where could he have fled to?
I might know, but you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
Fair.
You have my word.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've always kept to themselves, you know, charcoal burners.
But the forest is full of folk like that. They could be anywhere.
Aye, except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the stud farm towards Rattay, you'll come across one of their camps.
Only what?
Ginger didn't go that way, though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Ujits.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke when they work.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them.
Exactly. Farewell.
All right. Alex Franz, thank you so much for being here, Alex. It's a real pleasure. Thank you for stopping in. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. But either way, have a great night. Get some sleep. Get some rest. And we'll see you real soon. Take care, my friend. Have a great night. All right. So Jacob did actually help us. Of course, we got a promise that we're going to listen to Ginger and get his side of it before we just go ahead and slaughter him for running away very suspiciously. It's a little odd that in the middle of a murder investigation that you're just like, I'm going to leave. I'm just going to run away. Totally normal. All right. But first things first, I know that they've suffered a big loss, but I got to get some XP. And I'm sure there's nothing of great importance here anyway. Actually, there's literally nothing, so I was right. Okay, let's see what Zoro has to say if there's anything else.
Smell. The stud farm owner. I saw him in Skalitz a few times. His poor widow.
What a shame.
How are you?
Or Smell. Any charcoal burners? Okay, nice.
Are there any charcoal burners around here?
Charcoal burners? I don't know. There are lots of woods around, so there could be some. You'd better ask someone else. May the Lord watch over you.
All right. So our investigation, based on what we've done already, is leading us out of Neuhof, away from here, and it's going to be sending us a bit more to the north. So let's see. Basically, they're telling us the charcoal camps are all going to be along this river here. This one in particular is a fairly large charcoal camp, but we're going to have to search all the way through. So they were saying that Ginger goes north typically. We just need to follow running water. So we're going to head a bit more north here. We're going to check in with the captain, just let him know before we head too far off, just because, again, we don't want him to get too pissed. And if we have any reinforcements to send, he could maybe help us with that. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Now, I was kind of thinking, friends, what do you think? I think it might be kind of fun to,
God save you.
Ginger's mixed up in this.
I think Ginger is mixed up in it somehow.
Why do you say that?
He vanished.
He disappeared right after we found those bandits in the woods.
Where?
To the charcoal burners.
We've got to find him. You should search for him, Henry.
Very well, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, Captain. All right, so north we go.
Yeah.
Learn how to ride a horse, he says. I'm working on it. I need more XP. Ah, nice, like that. I'm gonna go ahead and always level up as soon as you remember to, because it's very important. Okay, so this is the tricky one. So you have to choose right away. Your horse can carry more, but it's slower. It can't be combined with racehorse. Whereas with the racehorse, if your horse is faster, but it carries less weight, it can't be combined with heavy duty. So you have to choose one or the other. Do you want a faster horse, or do you want one that can carry more? I would typically choose the faster horse, but I do feel like I'd rather have more storage, especially because of the way that I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. It feels a little trickier to ride quickly. I'm not as good at it. So I think I'm actually going to do heavy duty, and we can carry a lot more gear and hopefully make more money.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's certainly noticeably slower, but it's not the worst thing in the world. So, all right, now the map is telling me that. What's this saying? Okay, so if I'm being totally honest, I know that to do this is a bit of a red herring, and I just don't really feel like wasting our time riding down there to then ride back to know that we have to go to this river and follow it along. So I'm just going to take us north, and I'm going to kind of skip a bit of the middleman. To be totally honest, there's nothing really that fleshes out anything story-wise that's really beneficial. They just say, "Oh, Ginger's not here."
Yeah.
Or beehives. All right, cut into the woods. I always like to cut through the woods because, again, you never know. You might stumble upon an interesting site or a mine shaft or something like that.
Yeah.
Woodland garden, which these are actually really helpful. You can often find interesting plants planted there that you may not find in stores or things like that. So always a good thing to check out. The music is so enjoyable. Yes, Miss Marin, I'm glad you're enjoying it as well, because it really does. First of all, fit the time period. They didn't do anything too jarring. It's all very traditional music, orchestral, but really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Again, giving Skyrim, yes, with the music and the environments, it really does. This is, I've said it before, this is to me realistic Skyrim. It's so full of adventure and exploration. Oh my god, the horse riding is just as smooth. All right, let's see what these guys have to say.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. I'm looking for Ginger.
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhof. Do you know anything about him?
I know him. What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him.
All right. Let's see. Are you hiding him here? Let's see, so this could actually benefit me to maybe get a little... What do you think? Do we threaten the coal burner? Well, what the hell?
Just think about this. If I do find him here and you've been lying to me, I'll have you hauled off in chains and turned over to the executioner.
I understand, lad, but I can't help you because...
But
I love that he just really handled that threat like, yeah, I hear you, but here's the thing. Mega John Hall, welcome in. Great to see you, buddy. And saying, inarguably, this game is so much better than Skyrim. And that is, again, not an incorrect or correct statement. It certainly rides that line that it is, they both have so much merit. But I stand by that I maintain that this is realistic Skyrim, and they have so many things that are great. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, this is more satisfying. I feel way more connected to Henry than I do to my own Dragonborn, probably because of the voice acting and just the immersion in this world. Everything matters so much more. Your decisions matter. your interactions with people. It's really impressive. I really do love it. So, as if that isn't clear yet, love the game. You know what I mean? And so if you haven't yet, I highly recommend picking it up. It's a hot take. I really soured on Skyrim. Oh, I've really soured on Skyrim as time has gone on. Well, please elaborate, John Hall. What has soured you to Skyrim so much? It is one of those. I mean, it's 13 years old. It's impossible to not have a bit of, sort of growing pains with a game like that, and especially as a Bethesda product, there's going to be ups and downs, of course. But yeah, what about Skyrim has soured you? Because we're trying to talk Damon Preble into trying it out for the first time, which I still say, Damon, I think you still should give it a shot, because it is an excellent game. But of course, there are always going to be things that you can't, that are harder to deal with. But yeah, John, what do you think is the issue? All right, so let's see. So this is the big camp that I was pointing out on the map. So let's see what they got. Bran.
Good health to you.
I'm looking for a stable boy from the stud farm. I've heard he's hiding with some charcoal burners.
Don't know anything about that. No one ever comes here, what with the smoke and all.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
they say it makes their clothes reek. Don't know why they're complaining. The rest will stiffen the cloth and make it stronger. God be with you.
All right. So Bran kind of give me the...
Shh. Come here. I know something.
Oh, yeah?
God be with you, good sir.
What do you know?
You know something about Ginger?
I might have heard something.
All right.
And if you share a bit of silver with me, I might share what I know.
Yeah, thank you, Henry. I'm investigating a murder, and you want to haggle.
I'm investigating a crime, not bartering for a chicken.
Well, then, I'm sure you've got some silver on you. Just give it...
How about a few days in the stocks?
And what if I bashed your face in and had you dragged off to the stocks in Rat Eye?
No need for that. All I wanted was a bit of silver, and instead I get the whip.
Yeah.
Spit it out, will you?
Well, fine. I've heard that they're hiding him in some remote cottage.
That worked.
At the edge of the forest on the way to Uzhitz.
That didn't hurt too much now, did it?
Farewell.
All right, sweet. Well, we got the info we needed. Oh, crap, I'm tired. How are we doing? Let's see, we got... Oh, my God, we got 59 hunger. All right, let's eat a little dried meat. Nice, ate both of them at once. Very good. Honey, let's go ahead and eat all those. Boom, boom, boom. All right, that's a little bit better. In the space of 5 minutes, adds 100 health, dispels a hangover, cancels the effects of marigold. Okay. I'm going to see if I can sneak like an hour of sleep here. Dang it. If you sleep in people's beds, they are not big fans of that, so they'll come wake you up. But that seemed to be just enough. Okay, so where is... Oh, actually, while I'm here, we got so low on our food. If I eat from the pot, we're good to go. John Hall, that is so interesting. He says, it's just so shallow, Skyrim. The first 30 hours are great the first time, but after that, it's the exact same every single time. And that is the issue. I made a joke about becoming a stealthy archer, because that is kind of what happens. But you have to. But that said, I do think that it's worth getting it for that first time, for that first experience. I feel like, in life, it's so easy to forget how great the first time something was, and how that fresh excitement fades with time, and it's hard to recapture it. And so if somebody's on the cusp of being able to experience that, I recommend opening that door, going down that road to see what they think at the end of it. It is absolutely worth it for that first time. But you're not wrong, John. It is definitely a bit more shallow, and it's difficult to, like, if you do a mage playthrough, you're still going to be a stealthy archer for a little while, because you got to get your level up, and it's difficult to do that when you're shooting like a freaking Zippo's worth of flame out of your hands. It's tough, but it's a game that's worth the time, and if you use mods, you can open it up a whole new level. So arguably worth it. All right, now I think this might... Yeah, look who we found here. Well, hello, Ginger.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
All good questions.
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Why'd you run?
Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate.
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
Where are your cronies?
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz, and he has a limp.
All right.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but...
Why'd you
kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushitz, and he has...
He limps and he's from Ushitz. That's not much.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
All right, I know enough.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so...
Wait! What about me?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
Fine.
I suppose I could. Do you know where I can find them?
I don't, but they must be lurking about somewhere.
Well, I'll have a look. But if I find them, then...
I don't know where they are, but they're probably somewhere. That's insightful. All right, so, I wonder... Oh, yeah, can I sneak a little sleep in right here? I'm just going to cozy up next to Ginger for a second. Get a little bit of sleep. You know what? Actually, I mean, what the hell? If he's not going to wake me up. I also don't want to... No, it'll be okay. I don't want to ride through the woods in the middle of the night, so I'm going to hope that this works. Hopefully nobody dies. Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Damon also getting the heads up on Skyrim from a good buddy. Excellent. Well, get all the insight you can, you know? But my vote, treat yourself.
Yeah.
All right, now we got to find... There's apparently a couple of bandits that are still after Ginger. And before he can go back to the farm, he's afraid that they're going to take him out. So we need to track them down and give him the what for. All right, so let's see. So they're in this region. So probably, usually when it's something this thin, when there's a border or something that thin, I feel like that's never where that is. So I feel like the meat of it probably in here is going to be our best bet. So look for potential campsites is my best advice. Kind of look for a place that makes the most sense where somebody would stay.
Yeah.
Try and keep your eyes peeled. Thick brush. I just love the vibrant green, though. I love the way the way the foliage looks in this is gorgeous. All right, so there's my marker. So we made it pretty quick over to here. So let's see. Rabbits. Ah, come on. Oh, nice. All right, I think we might have found our quarry. All right, so we could talk to them. Or, oh. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna save us the hassle. End of the day, I know that these are bad guys, and I just... Why let them get equipped, you know? There we go. Just like I planned. Alright. Take his gold as always. That's mine now. Thank you. Small armor's kit. Awesome. And actually, I'm going to do that armor's kit right now. Take some locks. Hell yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Take that, take that. Apples, whatever. Take a little lock. So this is actually really handy. Sometimes the game doesn't register other things when you're close by, so pick up the bodies and give them a toss. There we go. Now I was really struggling to get into here. All right, picking the lock. Come on, come on. Nice. Hey, Kevin. Hi. Greets from Argentina. Well, welcome in, Kevin. Great to see you. Yeah, welcome in. Great to have you all the way from Argentina. That's phenomenal. If you're new around here, post-apocalyptic, open world, and survival gaming, and this is our third night into Kingdom Come Deliverance, one of my top picks, one of my favorite games of all time. If you've played it, let me know, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. But welcome in. It's great to have you. We do streams every Monday and Thursdays. For the most part, not every Thursday, but every Monday for sure, and I try to squeeze another one in throughout the week. So if you want to see more of this, feel free to subscribe. We'd love to have you join the RealGrogg community. Welcome in, my friend. All right. We are in the middle of a investigation to track down the people that destroyed the horse stables of Neuhof.
Yeah.
We just brought down some evil people that were hunting an innocent stable boy who was just caught in the middle of something real bad. Oh, sure. Absolutely. Kevin's playing the game, but a little bit behind me, so you don't want spoilers. Well, that's totally fair, and luckily, I don't know if we'll get many more spoilers tonight. Maybe a little bit more story. Oh, sweet. Okay, so this could be risky, but sometimes you'll come across these interactions on the road with either bandits or... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay, this is not good. So this is actually a combination of both bandits and Cumans. So they are all people that want to kill me. So I think I'm actually going to try to get out of here. Because I thought that it was going to be soldiers. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay, so this might... Oh, crap. Okay. Get some stamina. Oh, crap. All right, so I need the bandits to fight. Why are you all against me now? Fight each other. This is hilarious. Okay. Now the upside is I might be able to get all of them down. It's all just a game of patience. Game of patience.
Send you straight to hell.
Oh boy. All right, good. Okay, so some of them are fighting each other. Come on. All right, all about managing that stamina. Maintain your space. This is my space. But I'm hoping I can take this, because this guy, I think he has the most health out of everyone. But, oh, Cumans. Nice. All right, that got him a little something. Nice. This Cuman is doing me a lot of favors here. Find the stamina. Nice. This guy can't make up his mind on who he wants to fight, and he paid for it in the end. And now you're mine too. Oh, come on, get your stamina back. Oh, he's gonna run from me. Really? Okay. Come on. Come on. And now you're done. Now you're done, son. Right, come on. Oh, really? Trying to surrender? Yeah, I don't think so. No, not on my watch. All right. Whew. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. You didn't want to die on a live stream. Exactly. Oh, dang. And this guy had some good stuff. Hell yeah. But so what that was is if you were to fast travel or anything like that, you'll encounter events that are happening on the road, and you don't have to stop at them. You can try to avoid it. If you remember back on the first stream, I actually I chose the Scout perk, which allowed me to have like a 20% chance of detecting and avoiding events on the road. This would have been like a clash or something like that. I forget what they would have called it exactly, but where these two. Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Kevin. You are now officially a real one, my friend. Thank you so very much. I sincerely appreciate you dropping on in, and the RealGrogg community is made even better with you joining the fray. Thank you so much for being here. That is, yeah, that's an example of bandits and Cumans fighting. Unfortunately, they both kind of turned on me, but end of the day, we came out on top. Sorry for my English. It's not very... Oh, please, Kevin, don't you worry about it. My English is terrible, and I've been speaking it my whole life, so you are just fine, my friend. All right, now I'm just trying to find the road so I can try to get back to... Okay, so it should be kind of... Is that right? South... No, I should turn around. Boom. The tough part, because yeah, I want to make sure I'm getting all that loot that I just earned. I'm going to put a bunch of it on my horse, ride it home, and get a bunch of gold. But so yeah, those events can range anywhere from friendly encounters with people telling you riddles to sometimes it's guards actually fighting Cumans, and they will be really grateful if you stop and help and attack their enemies for them as well. They'll sometimes give you a little reward, reputation gain. Really, really good to do that. And I thought that's what was happening, but it turns out it was two enemy groups fighting each other. God dang it, I went the wrong way the whole time. I swear, come on, David. Oh, I guess I could call my horse and saddle up.
Yeah.
And, but so you can see the, I'm going to play a little bit tomorrow. I have to get up early. I'm going to see it later if you upload. Yeah, absolutely. These are, all these videos are available on demand. Everything is there to watch. I'm going to create a playlist for these videos because we're going to continue doing some Kingdom Come for the foreseeable future. You know, we always like to keep things fresh here, but I think I'm really enjoying this game, and I hope that all of you are as well. It's an absolute blast, and to show it off and try to get some attention from Warhorse Studios is kind of the goal, so that we can hopefully push them to get the second one, get the second one going. I may be a tiny streamer, but any influence I can give, I'm gonna try. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Kevin, for joining in. Definitely feel free to stick around, and if you want to support the channel even more, there is merch available. But that's for future us to talk about. So have a great night, my friend. We'll talk to you soon. Wow, look at this. Okay, so another event is kicking off, and it's actually bandits picking on good people. So I'm gonna equip. Oops, what did I just do? Ah, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and equip this bassinet because that thing is going to be way better armor. Let's get the black hood because that's badass. Then I got to put some of this stuff. I got to put some of this on the horse so that I can actually move. I'm going to go ahead and drink this and move to horse. Oops, wrong one. Move to horse. Keep my plate on. Keep that. Shard. Away from rock. We'll move that off. I need 1.5 pounds. All right, so boom. Boom, boom. Let's move the spade. Always keep a spade on your horse. That's my advice. Always keep one on there once you get a horse. All right, so these traders are being held up. So,
You're in the wrong place.
oh, shoot. Oh, I was going to try to save real quick. All right. That's okay. I got this guy. Now, some people don't like it, but I actually really enjoy how each helmet that you put on will give you a different look in your eye slits. So, like this one, the Bertash just has a nose guard. There's some helmets that are very restrictive in what you can see, and it's cool because it gives you that immersion of what it would actually be like. All right, I want to get down there and I want to save these traders, so hopefully I can dispatch this guy quickly.
Take that!
Shoot! All right, he's got a buddy who's got a. Okay, and that guy actually has a pole arm, which is incredibly dangerous. There's something about the polearms in this game. They do so much damage. Shit.
Yeah! Well landed.
Come on.
Is that the best you can?
Yeah, come on. Don't you get tired on me, buddy. Oh, crap. Is there a third in there now?
Oh, dear. Did that hurt?
Now you'll see this.
All right.
Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. There we go. There we go. Now you're mine, buddy. Oh, all right, he got a little tired, so time to put him away. His other guy is surrendering, but I'm going to try to take him out because I just don't do the whole surrendering thing. Oh, he got away. Come on.
God damn!
Oof. All right, I'm taking a little damage. Make sure to recharge your stamina. Come on. I'm not sure how to break the clinch, actually. I'm usually pretty good at that, but I don't know how to do that quite yet. Some guys, it's just like you just can't get through the defense every time. So. All right, now a nice little trick of mine. I like to keep an archer between his buddy and myself, because the odds of him hitting his friend are way higher that way. Damn. This guy is tough. I'm Henry of Scallops, baby. Come on, give me a break. He's got the move. He's got the moves, though. I got to give him that. He's got the moves. Oh, I can't wait to get a better sword. But what's really great is I just leveled up in my agility, so I can actually now use Hans Capon's bow. So that's gonna be a nice little boost. Ooh, damn! Oh, crap! Okay, come on.
You whore!
Jesus. Come on. So again, it's such a different style of combat than they're all kind of accustomed to, especially in modern games. And it's a much more patient system. You know, I mean, you really gotta work your opponent down and just finally crush him, and then take out his friend. Okay, knock him down, knock him down. Now you're done there, partner. Beautiful. All right. These guys are going to have some good stuff. Bandage, yes, please. Money, yes, please. Hungarian saber, I'll take that for now. Mail collar, merchant sword, yes, please. Wait, was that the merchant? I hope not. You hunting bow, I'll take that. Absolutely. So again, what I'm looking at here is anything over 100, but then even then I want it to be, you know, on its weight to value ratio. I got to keep that balanced. Now, where'd this guy go? Where'd this? Slid down the hill. All right, chainmail. I'm not going to take that because it's completely broken. Oof, that was intense, and I think we still have a couple guys down there. So let's drink another potion. And let's see, that's not going to fill us up. Perfect. All right. Now the way the potions work as well is as you drink it, it will heal you over time, but it's not an instant drink and heal. The merchant sword, Italian fill. Now these are the people that I think we saved. So I'm going to try to talk to them. Can't even talk to them. It's a bit of a bummer. Oh well. Well, for the greater good then. And I also want to try to track down those the bodies of the original bandits and Cumans that we fought the first time around. Unfortunately, I think this is the guy I would need to talk to. Yeah. But his friends aren't around anymore, so I'm going to take his gold at least. And the gold chain. They're worth, wow. I mean, you know, I know it's not great to steal from the dead, but it's pretty nice stuff for free. All right, and then if I remember right, we went down this road and we were fighting them. I think we may have lost out on the other enemies that we brought down, but we got the XP, and that's the important part. So let's go ahead and call our horse. And we can head back to Ginger, let him know that the road is now safe. Where's your horse? Where's the horse? Hey, buddy. All right, so let's find where... Okay, so right up there, follow the marker. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Noticeable how much slower my horse is now, though, I'll tell you that much. Oh, that's awesome. Kevin says, of course, this is a nice place. That's awesome. Nice. Down like every archer versus melee. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Crushed him.
Yeah.
Where's this little cottage? Come on, Ginger. There it is. Oop. All right.
I bear good tidings. Already?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Done.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm.
Oh, come on,
I
dude.
ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it.
Just go and see what happens.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right.
All right. So, this was my question. Unfortunately, we don't have that much time left. This is the tricky part. I was gonna say, do we wrap up tonight with an attempt? Okay, so I'm too overloaded. So you can't fast travel while you're overloaded, even if you're on a horse. But the upside, as we've kind of been learning, is you can actually load your horse up and lighten your load and go ahead, and then you can fast travel at that stage. Is that sword better than mine now? I think we could wield a better sword. Minimum strength 5, we got that. We're 6 and 6 on our... Awesome. So this is going to be way better of a sword. So we aren't going to swap that out. God dang it. Swap that out. Perfect. All right. So let's put this on the horse. Let's put that on the horse. That as well. And we're then going to... And we won't worry about the rest. We got 3 more pounds to put over here. Boom. And let's move. This. Move it, and we're good. Okay, cool. So real quick, we're gonna fast travel down to Neuhof, check in with the captain. We're gonna check in with Captain Bernard, see how he's doing, and then what do you think? Do we try to squeeze in an attempt at the tourney? Let's see. I think we could probably try it. Let's try it, right? All we can do is try. We're probably a little under-leveled to win the whole thing, but, you know, I've done it on less, so...
Yeah.
So I think with the support of the real ones, with enough likes on the video, I think I could win it. So let's try. But so what you'll see... Oh, we'll talk to Bernard first.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders.
Well, he was right.
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzig will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Cool. All right, so we're going to go talk to Radzig next time. So for tonight, my friends... We actually, you know what? Radzig is here, so I'll talk to him now. Save ourselves the hassle of riding back.
Greetings.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you...
In brief, then.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too.
And his name?
But the boy didn't know him by name, only by sight.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Egypt, I'll ask around.
All right. Better go to Auschwitz then. Then bring him to me in Mehoyed and I'll...
Certainly, sir.
All right. So we have our next course of action, which is to head to Auschwitz, investigate the town, find this limping fella, and then hope for the best from there. So for tonight, my friends, we're going to head down. We're going to head down. There we go. We're going to head back to the room that we purchased. We're gonna rest overnight because it tells you that the Rete tournament is now active. But what that means is the next day it will go live. Actually, I just realized something. We're actually gonna go down to the mill where we were brought by Teresa, the lovely mill wench. We're gonna go down here because this is very important. If you're feeling confident, which of course I am. Place a bet on the tourney with Uncle Peshek. Pretty much every time you walk by him, he always says,
"Hey, lad."
Yeah.
Don't you want a little wager on the Rate tourney?
Exactly. And yes, we do. So.
Greeting.
What's happening? So we're gonna bet on the tourney.
I'm interested in betting on.
Of course you are.
What can I bet on?
Let's keep it simple. If you reckon you're up to it. If you lose, you forfeit your wager. That's
Fair
a
enough.
fair wager, ain't it?
So, take the wager.
All right,
I think.
why the hell not? I'm glad to hear.
So, of course, I always go max. What's 100 gold, right? So make
A
the
nice
offer.
little
Because if you
wager.
win, you're going to
Well,
get 500
Break an
groschen.
egg. Literally, I hope.
And of course, he wants us to get hurt, but that's okay. We're going to end the dialogue, and then we're going to go to sleep. And what's really cool about the tournament is you actually get to rent. You rent the armor and the weaponry, so you don't have to bring your own stuff, and it kind of keeps an even playing field. So it'll go live. So actually, let me show you this because this is really cool. Let me show you what you can do here. Actually, let's make sure we're not going to get stuffed. Perfect. So I'm going to eat out of this pot, of course. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Miss Marin. Yeah, exactly. He wants us to get hurt so that he can take care of us again, and then he can charge us triple again. Yeah, exactly. All right. So what you can do if you, especially if you don't have quests that are on a time frame, I highly recommend. You can go up to the tournament grounds. Megajohn, Miller's got to eat. Couldn't he just eat like bread from the flour that he's supposedly milling all day?
Yeah.
But call me crazy. I don't know. But so what you can do, this is really handy, is you can go to this guy right here. This is the Herald. He's kind of in charge of the whole tournament.
God bless you. What troubles you?
And you can enroll in the tourney. And what's really cool is that you can then you can see the third option down, this one right here. You can actually wait. So even if it's a week away, you can stay there and say, "Hey, can I just stay here?" And time will pass until the next tournament. So if you just want to try it out a bunch of times in a row, you can definitely do this. All right, I want to enroll.
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
Come tomorrow morning to the upper castle courtyard and I'll gladly sign you up. And don't forget to bring 3 score groschen.
So he's telling us to come back tomorrow. He can get it taken care of. But let's just do it
Can
this
I
way.
wait here until the next tourney starts?
By all means. You can stay at the castle. You can stay here until the next tourney for low rent.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. So why can't I?
The Lord watch over you.
So usually when I say that, I feel like it's.
I'd like to enroll.
Come tomorrow and don't forget to.
What the hell? All right. Well, I guess I'll just ride back to where I initially thought. But that's good because I wanted to show you that you can place that bet with Peshek. All right, so we're definitely going to go. We're going to go a little over the time tonight, everyone. I hope that that's okay. Yeah. But we're going to try real hard to get through the.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get through the tournament.
Yeah.
If you're downloading Kingdom Come Deliverance and you haven't gotten anything else with it, the tournament is a DLC, so you'll have to purchase that separately. But I just recommend buying the bulk package of the game with all of the DLC. Every single one of them makes the game way better, and is definitely worth your time and money, in my opinion. So check into those, and I think you'll be happy. All right, we can now use Hans's bow, so we're going to use that, and then we're going to go to sleep. I love this tune. All right, we'll be a little hungry when we wake up, but that's okay. While that's going, I'll be right back. I'm just going to hit the bathroom super quick. All right, and we're back. All right, so here we are. We are rested. We are ready to get down and dirty. And actually, Miss Marin, I think you actually do have to pay a little bit to stay in the castle. I think it's like 60 gold or something like that. I know it's 60 gold to sign up for the tournament, but yeah, I think it is a small fee to stay there as well. Rent-free would be amazing. Otherwise, I would just do that every time. That'd be super cool. All right. So like I said, we're going to go a little over our time tonight, but I think we'll get there pretty close. Yeah. So hopefully you're all okay with a few extra minutes beyond the usual time frame. All right. Now, technically, they're not open quite yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just take a rest. Just kind of hang out for a little bit. Let's go till 9. I really want to make sure that I don't drop my nourishment, so I'm gonna eat. I hope that pot has some food next. I'm gonna eat that. I do not want to miss out on my.
The bravest men in the whole province match their strength and skill. A tournament that never lacks in suspense, excitement, surprises, and virtue. I now declare.
There we go. So when you're ready, you go talk to the herald.
What brings you to me?
And then you can tell him that you want to enroll.
I'd like to enroll in.
All right.
And then you just got to pay to enter the tournament. Totally fair.
What's your name?
I'm Henry.
I'll make a note of that. And I need to know what weapon.
All right. So you can choose which weapon you're best at. I don't really know how this affects too many of the rounds because you will rotate weapons throughout the. Oh no. Mega John Hall. Go late. I just tapped out of my tactician run of BG3. I need the distraction. You got it, buddy. Well, not a problem because I can understand how frustrating that would be. So, as a longsword user, that's what I'm going to choose.
I reckon it's what I'm best at.
And we've trained with Bernard with that at least a little bit. So.
Get yourself ready. You're next in line.
All right.
Take care now.
Here we go. So round one, longswords. All right.
Paddle. call Roebuck from the garrison of Sir Sebastian von Burr.
Roebuck.
And he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Yeah.
Let us wish the combatants luck.
All right.
All is prepared for the first duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
All right, party time. Let's do this thing. So it's best 2 out of 3.
God damn!
Best 2 out of 3, and like I said, it will rotate different variations of weapons. So always good to keep. You know, it's good to train with the hammers and axes and stuff if you plan on doing the tournament a lot, because there's a chance that you'll end up using those. And I am usually pretty bad with the hammers and axes just because it's not my strongest skill, but. Oh, gotta be careful with the stamina. Also, with the tournament, I've noticed that if you overuse a move, or even with just the skill of some of the combatants, you'll actually they'll basically become immune to that attack, and they'll always parry it, or they'll always get one up on you from it. So say I was to constantly attack from the right side, you would eventually parry me at every opportunity and riposte and cause a lot of damage. So keeping your attacks fresh and your guard up is crucial. And also, like Bernard taught us, make sure you're feinting, parrying, and working them when they're down on the stamina. There we go. There we go. All right, 1 out of 3 down, or 1 out of 2 down. Whew. Solid opening hit. Thank you, Megatron Hall. All right, so this time we got short swords. So I'm still pretty good with a short sword.
Will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our warriors will fight with hunting swords.
Come on. Now, it's tougher with the shield, of course, because you have to try to really get your opponent out of position. Hopefully get them when they're a little tired.
Had enough?
All right, sometimes you got to take the hit to give it.
Shit!
The shield usage, though, it just drains the stamina so much faster. And by the way, John Hall, I'm very sorry to hear about your tactician run. I think, although we haven't heard from Blue Eyed Scotty in a little while, we had a subscriber that beat a tactician run with their grandson, and I was shocked that you could even do that. I'm like, that's so difficult. Ooh, nice spin-a-rooney there, Henry. Oof. Tactician is different, says Miss Marin. Yeah, I feel like you really got to understand the game on a whole different level, is what it seems like. All right, now I don't know how to break the clinch on PC. I don't know if I have to hit a different button. Jesus. What? Let's try F. Let's try to get in the clinch and hit F. Nice. Yeah, get those. Even, win or lose, the upside of one huge upside of the tournament is you will level up your skills really quick. It's a live sparring session essentially of everything you've trained with Bernard, and so your warfare. You keep seeing my skills upgrade in the upper left corner. Yeah, I don't know what button to push for that. Ooh, he might have got me there. Ah, yeah, he got me.
Take that.
Pretty good. I'm nearly out of stamina. He's at a full health bar still. All right, so this one may not be my round, but I'm not bleeding. Still got a chance. So he got me on this round. Oh, honor mode. That's the one I was thinking of. All right, so we are. Okay, so we're at Warhammers.
Good grace, this tourney is convened. Select the weapons for the third decisive duel. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Come on. Now, axes and hammers really hit hard. And they drain stamina, but you can lose a fight really quickly, but you can also win one just as fast.
Curse it.
Man, this is just round one, though. If I can learn, once I learn how to actually do the clinch, I'm gonna be unstoppable because that's my move. What's pissing me off though is none of these riposts are doing any damage at all, and it's like I'm jabbing him in the chest.
Get it.
Just exhausted. Come on. I should try to feint, maybe. Oh, dang it. All right. Man. Yeah, fuck this indeed.
What's the matter? Lost your balls?
Like, how is this not doing any damage to this prick? Seriously? I'm getting kind of pissed off about this. This is a little ridiculous. Got me bleeding and everything. I'm just a little confused on why I haven't done a single point of damage to this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Go ahead, gather your skills. Fuck it!
Man, yeah, I just can't seem to do anything. Whoa, whoa. Get your stamina back. Come on.
Cry now.
See, the worst part is I'm bleeding too, and I'm just losing health minute by minute. Come on, Roebuck. Give me a break. All right, well, that was a total piece of shit swing and a miss. Wow. What a bummer. Well, whatever. All right. Well, friends and real ones, not exactly the triumphant finale that I was hoping for, but, you know, it's it's not about the battles we win, it's about the friends we made along the way, right? Or something like that. I don't know. But either way, there it was, another adventure through Kingdom Come Deliverance, another chapter underway. We are on the hunt of the bastard that killed our parents and stole our swords. So that was a tough fight, and I blew it. I did very poorly. So we need a lot more training with Captain Bernard. So I'd say for the first attempt at the tournament, it was pretty bad, but still we'll get better and better and better. And yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to continue this playthrough, so I hope you're all enjoying it. Let me know, leave a comment on the video, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're this far into the video and you haven't yet, I highly recommend doing it because it's going to be even more fun from here on out. Of course, we want to shake things up a little bit and keep things fresh, but I do want to keep playing this Kingdom Come for a little bit longer. I'm liking this game more and more, says Damon Preble. Absolutely, and that's what I want to see, because I think the story is incredible, and as we're finally starting to chip away a little bit more of it, there's more to see, a lot more twists, and if anything, I want to get to kind of the midpoint of the game, which really has a very climactic moment. So I think that's something to shoot for. So expect a few more streams of Kingdom Come, and I hope you keep coming back, keep enjoying it. And of course, kind of on a personal note, I know this is kind of out of nowhere, but today's the 3-year anniversary of me losing my very precious boy Achilles. And so if you've got a fuzzy animal around you, you got your best friend with you, go give him a squeeze, give him some love, because I miss that boy dearly every single day, and I think about him every second of every day. And I hope that you cherish those that you have right now, both human and animal, of course. But you know, animals are the best. So give them a squeeze, give them a love, give them some, give them all that good stuff, because they deserve it, and we're all they've got. You know what I mean? So donate to shelters, rescue animals, be good to them, be good to yourselves, take care of each other, and take care of yourself. But as always, my friends, it's such a pleasure to be here for you. Thank you for supporting me and this channel, and onwards and upwards, you know what I mean? Let's keep on doing this thing. Let's have some fun together, and I look forward to the next time, which I think might be this week, possibly. There could possibly be another Thursday night, so hopefully we'll be, yes, exactly. Long live the legend that is Achilles Grog. You're damn right. But definitely keep your eyes on the Discord, keep your eyes on the channel. Of course, we're going to chat more about what's going on this week. My rescue is right by my side, says Damon. Absolutely, always and forever. But my friends, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We'll see you soon. Until the next one, all right? Have a great night, everyone. Appreciate you.